Hello my friends, my name is WeeAddy and welcome back to Pokemon Crystal as part of the Pokemon Master Challenge for Generation 2. As you can tell by the title, today's the day we complete the POKéDEX. So let's get stuck right in. It is Saturday, it is 3 AM because I have no control over my life. Let's go! We don't have very much left to do, as you might have just seen there. Our Pokédex is currently sitting at 246 seen and 240 owned, which might make you think, like, Adam, that seems like there's not a lot of content left to fill an episode, and I'm like, it sounds like you could be right, but we'll figure out how that's not the case. It's because we have to do some things that require some amount of time. So obviously our Pokédex for Generation 1 is complete because we just, transferred all the Pokemon from Generation 1 from Yellow over. But everything from Gen 2, in terms of what we're missing Bayleaf, which we just need to evolve up a Chikorita, so that's pretty straightforward. I am technically missing a Quilava from the Living Dex portion, so this is not technically correct. We're missing a Croconaw, so that's, again, pretty self-explanatory. And we're actually missing, just a couple of other, random stragglers. I got all the baby Pokemon hatched out at the end of the last stream. So we need a Flaffy because there was no Mareep in this game. We traded over Ampharos from Silver. We bred it to make Mareep, and I haven't actually made a Flaffy yet. Hello, Waddy. Nice haircut. Thank you, Brisk. I actually had this cut for a while now, but I haven't been on stream, and I also have been wearing my hat most of the time, so it's hard to tell. But thank you. Haircut has been cut. Even though it's not sitting nicely, because I have the fan on, and my hair, when the fan's on, is just all blown back. And so I have to, brush it every couple of... Well, just brush it frequently to keep it, sitting nicely. Anyway, we're missing a Flaffy. So that's just more stuff. 186. What is 186? I have my Pokédex up here beside me for what we need. So 186 is Politoed, which we have ready to go. It just needs to be traded to be evolved. So I've got Pokemon Gold standing by to do trade evolution stuff. And also because we need Girafarig, which is, for some reason, not in this game. So I have it ready in Pokemon Gold, ready to trade over. And then we have Remoraid and Octillery. Again, for some reason, they're just not in this game. So they're in Gold, ready to trade over. I have two Remoraid, so I need to evolve one into Octillery with a little bit of training. And then the only thing I think other than that is Hitmontop, which is just a bit of a weird evolution. So I've already pre-traded over the Tyrogue from Gold, so that I can train one up into a Hitmontop. The idea is the attack and defense IVs need to match, or not IVs, stats need to match when evolved. If attack is higher, then it becomes Hitmon... Chat? I don't know, one or the other, if attack is higher, it evolves into one, if defense is higher, it evolves into the other. That's basically it. And then, other than that, we're pretty much good to go. 248, that looks like it's complete to me. Wink, wink. Okay. So yeah, we just got some, stuff to do. Hitmontop is a pain. Yeah, we just gotta... I don't really know what the right way to do it is. We'll figure it out, basically. But hello, Nate. Welcome. How goes it? It is very late. Very late for Nate and Adam. Less so for Brisk, but still late for everyone. I didn't prep as well as I probably should have for this because it's already super late in the night and I barely did my necessary work, but I guess I just need to put things in the PC. Well, first of all, which PC? I'm in Useful? Okay, so let's deposit our team somewhere. Where are they good? Useful? I guess Useful is the most making sense area. We'll put Typhlosion in. We'll put basically everyone but Crobat in, because I don't think we'll need much of else. I mean, maybe Kingdra we'll need to keep on us. I'll keep Kingdra on us just as a backup. I hate splitting the team up and then having to reorganize them every time, but it is necessary for the cause. Okay, so let's check in here. See if we've got a Chikorita waiting to go to be evolved, because I don't remember. I'm pretty sure I had a bunch of extras from breeding the shiny starters for the Petite Cup or whatever the hell it's called. Okay, well, if I do have one, I didn't put it in here. See, there, I've got a Cyndaquil here ready to go, so let's take that out. That's going to be our Quilava. Did I do the same with Totodile? Yes, I did. Again, this is going to be our Croconaw. A lot of this is going to be pretty straightforward, pretty easy. I won't have to do a lot of work, thankfully. So let's see, what else? Well, firstly, let's figure out where the hell... I've got Gen 2 repeats here, so I might have another Chikorita in here somewhere. I'm gonna have to breed one, I don't know. Hello, my favorite Pokemon. How's yours and your doggo's day today? It is grand. Sorry, I missed some messages there. Lee is attack, if I remember correctly, and Chan is defense. See, I thought it was gonna be that way around, but then, like, Hitmonchan has the punching gloves, and I'm like, well, surely you're the attack guy, right? But, yeah, I did think it was that way as well. It goes indeed. I'm always up at this time, working nights. Oh, right, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Our day is going fine. It was my... every week in work we have like a half 4 day instead of a 5 p.m. finish, so that was my half 4 day today, so that was nice to get out of work 30 minutes early. And when I went to go make dinner, I instead went onto my bed and went on my phone and watched a Game Grumps video, and then I was just fucking gone. I was gone, and then I was awake like much later than intended, like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Woke up, had a shower, and then like took a long time to do anything. And one thing I mentioned it in the Discord, I got obsessed with Mario Kart because my friend James decided to try and beat my time on the Super Nintendo Mario Kart circuit, and he did beat it. So then I had to go and beat him back, which took a while, and I did beat him, and I was like, fuck you James, see you tomorrow, because he went to bed as I was messaging him. On the plus side, you know, he had that going for him, but I also got something pretty neat. I don't know if this will show on camera. I got a shiny Articuno, Galarian Articuno, when I was walking Daisy earlier, so that was pretty neat. Right, let's see. I'm playing Minecraft, and this cave I'm in is so big that I can't even express how big it is. Yeah, man, caves are like fucking massive in Minecraft now. I used to love exploring, but like I remember the last time I played a Minecraft game, oh, I don't have another. Do I really have to breed myself another Chikorita? What happened to all the Chikoritas I had? Useful. Let me check useful, because there might be one in there for breeding purposes. The last time I played Minecraft, because I hadn't played it since like the big cave update, and I started cave exploring. I'm like, man, I used to love exploring caves, but now it just feels like I'm going to die every time I move, because these caves are massive. And you know what it's like when you're walking through a cave in Minecraft and then like a zombie or a creeper just fucking fall down from the sky behind you because they don't give a shit? I hate that, and that happens. I feel like that's going to happen a lot more when the cave is so open and expansive. And I really want to also like take on like that new mob that's like what is he? What? How do you explain it? The guardian thing? I don't know what you call it. That like just wanders around, and he's summoned by sound. I know vaguely the way it works. I can't believe I have to make another Chikorita. Or maybe... Ah, fuck it. Wait. No, because, yeah, hang on. I have another Chikorita somewhere, because this one is meal. Never mind, I'm wrong. Okay. I've changed my mind. For fuck's sake. Right, you go in. No. I'm gonna take this one back out because it has ancient power. So if I'm gonna get a bay leaf, I may as well have one with the egg move. Okay, so real quick, we'll just do a quick little breed for a Chikorita, because I didn't realize I didn't prep an additional Chikorita for some reason. Hello. You can have this. And then we can evolve this one into Bayleaf pretty easily. So yeah, let's just do a quick little breed while I read chat then. Yeah, the Warden, that's what it's called. It's like 3 huge cubes all next to each other. I think the argument maybe is easier to defend with your hands only than your legs. I guess. Yeah. I think this is the first time I've heard of you actually falling asleep. Usually I hear about you staying up till 4 AM. That is, Darkflare, do you not read the Discord when I'm like, I was going to stream today, but I fell asleep. And I just woke up and it's 11 PM. Like, this is a common... Brisk will tell you, like, I fall asleep during the day when I shouldn't be. Like, after work, I'm almost consistently falling asleep. Like, on my sofa, on my bed. I sleep when I shouldn't be sleep. I then go to bed after like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. To then catch up on the sleep that I'm supposed to be getting, and then I wake up not rested because I have to go to work again, and then the cycle continues, and it's a terrible cycle. So no, I do sleep. I just don't sleep at correct person times. The Warden is basically unkillable in normal circumstances. Basically like, oh no, wait, I should check if Ditto's even in here. I'm sure it is. It is, yeah. It's basically like every time there's a Guardian in Breath of the Wild, but you never get busted gear and it stays scary forever. I don't know if I've got to Guardians yet, unless the Guardians are like that robot thing. Unkillable and offers no reward. What? Oh yeah. That's the thing that's kind of annoying, but then it's like, it just becomes farmable then if it does have good rewards. I don't know. Because like obviously killing the dragon gives you a shit ton of XP, so people really wanted to refight that. Oh no, it's a weird trade-off because it's like you build up so much gear, because like it's the same thing with like the Wither. It's like you build up all this gear to fight this thing that destroys the environment and all this, and like other than like cheese strats to like kill it underground and stuff, it's supposed to be a hard, intense fight, and then all you get is the star. And like I never find the beacons to be all that useful because it's only within a certain radius. I'd rather like be able to use that power wherever I go. But it's still like, hey, I managed to take down this thing. And that's kind of why I want to be able to take on the Warden. Just for like to be able to be like, I did this. That's neat. But I haven't gotten around to it yet because I know how deadly he is. And then I like fell off my last playthrough whenever I sort of... Once I got to the stage where I was at work... I said it in my Discord, as soon as I built a house, which is usually my first thing in Minecraft, it was my last thing in my last game. As soon as I built my house, I stopped playing. I don't know what happened. My brain just went, okay, I'm done. Like, I've done all the exploring that led me to building my house. And like, I'm now gotten to the stage where I'm building like netherite and I have to start fighting the dragon. And I'm like, you know what? I'm kind of done. I did all the exploring I wanted to do. And now I've built a house because I should have a house and have more storage. And I am bored. I'm bored now. So it was weird. It was the last thing I did for once. And then I went back to it like twice. Once to look at it and walk around and go, hey, yep, still bored. And then another time to actually go in and like try to play it for a bit. And then I played it for maybe like 30 minutes and got bored again. Now I've moved on to The Sims 1 because that was on sale on Steam recently. So I was like, hey, if this makes it easier to play than using my discs, then fucking sign me up. And it does make it easier. I haven't had any problems. Like, I heard a lot of people having problems with The Sims 1 and 2 from the re-releases, but I haven't had any problems myself so far. And I have been enjoying it, but then I'm realizing just how much of the game is just go to work, come home, sleep, piss, shit, eat. Don't have enough time to increase all my stats and my social because, goddamn, it's almost like real life. It's a pretty good simulator. And so it's becoming kind of agonizing to sit through like the normal content grind. My sim missed work one day and I almost found myself having too much time. And I also didn't get reprimanded for missing work, which was weird. Do I have space to... I do. Okay, good. Give me back this chikorita. Yes, indeed. Okay. So we could start with these three. Get these guys all evolved one stage. I'm just going to continue hatching this egg though while I chat because I've been ignoring you guys for a second there. It's basically like every time there's a guardian bird. Oh yeah. Unkillable offers a reward. It takes like 3 minutes to kill it in lava or something. Jesus Christ. I like the big caves, but if you get unlucky, you'll encounter a horde of like 5 skeleton sim zombies. Zombie spawns, more zombies, and then kill them. Spiders, cave spiders were always my problem because of the poison. And like, the way they jump at you, like, trying to hit them with the timing was kind of shit. That's always the thing that used to kill me, was the blue cave spiders. I did not like them. That's all Sims is ever. You're right, but I feel like in Sims 2 and stuff, like, especially because they have actual, like, days, so you can have, like, a weekend to actually have your sim not want to drown itself in a pool that the staircase is removed from. You know, the sim can actually have a little bit more of a life. I don't know, I feel like you get a bit more time to actually do things in Sims 2. Sims 3 and 4, no idea. I played Sims 3 a bit and thought, this is not what I like. I don't know why, I just didn't groove with it, even though, like, it was it was just more Sims. Something about the UI and then the way the Sims models themselves looked, I just wasn't a big fan. And then Sims 4, I remember like I did a Let's Play on it back in 2014 when it came out, because I was excited for more Sims, and I remember not being that impressed. I was kind of bored. I was like really trying to make myself enjoy it. And I hear about The Sims 4 nowadays and how much DLC packs it has, and I go, I'm glad I never kept up with that game. But it is kind of sad because it sounds like they're not working on a Sims 5, but also if they were working on a Sims 5, it'd probably just be more Sims 4, like just more content slop. I think Sims 2 is where it peaks for me. Like, it seems like it's a game that still has soul in it. It still has a lot of DLC packs, but it seems like the packs actually have some meat behind them. And then Sims 1 is just nostalgic. I really like how Sims 1 plays, but I think 2 is my favorite. I play Minecraft with my mom and her boyfriend, and we fought the warden. We had really OP gear, and it massacred all of us, and we almost lost our loot. Damn. That is fair, Brisk. Sometimes it is morally ethical to do such a thing because of bad practices or this, that, and the other. And at some point, the way that they make certain games is just exploitative, or at least exploitative feeling. Sims 4 is still way better now than it released even without any DLC. Well, that's good to hear. I don't remember, like, I didn't have any issues with the game itself. I just remember being like, maybe it's just because the games like evolve, like they get newer and they look a certain way. I don't know, there's a certain like visual charm to the Sims 1 and 2 that I really like, and I feel like Sims 3 and 4 kind of lost that visual charm a bit. And I really don't like the UI on both of them. I don't know, it's hard for me to explain why I just don't vibe with them. And like, I always intended to go back to 4 and finish, well, not finish, I don't know how you finish a Sims Let's Play, but, you know, continue playing my Sims 4 Let's Play, but, you know, 2014 was also way back when I was a lot worse at doing stuff, and so those videos were boring as hell, and I don't think I could make The Sims more interesting, although I was considering making a Let's Play on The Sims 1 whenever I bought it, but I chose against it, and I think I made the right call. There are some games that are just better to play on your own. Like, I feel like DK Bonanza would have been a good one to do a video on, or do a stream on, but I'm glad I played it in my own time. I was able to grind it out like crazy, and 100% it all in my own time, and I fucking loved it. No spoilers, but DK Bonanza, if you like platformers, or collectathons, if you liked Odyssey, play Bonanza. It's a fantastic... My outlook was, I am not that much of a Donkey Kong guy. When the original trailers were coming out, I was like, not that interested. And then the trailers with Pauline start coming out, and I'm like, okay, you've got my attention, what the hell's going on here? And then, like, the gameplay started to look more enjoyable. And then I got it, and I literally could not put the game down or stop thinking about it as soon as I start playing it. It's like every game, the first, like, world, like, kind of goes a bit slow. I think the first world of Donkey Kong Bonanza is actually kind of a bad introduction to the game, because it's not a very interesting area, in my opinion. But I think once you get to, like, the first and second proper world, and play through them a bit, you start to, like, get into the flow. By the time I got to the third world, I was like, right, I need to keep playing. I can't stop playing. Although I will say that every world I got to, or layer as they call them, every time I got to a new layer, I was like, oh, okay, I just spent a fucking, like, hour and a half, 2 hours on that previous world. I need a break. Like, I needed a lot of breaks while playing Bonanza because I 100%ed, so I went for everything, and by the time I got to the next area, I was like, I was like spent, but I still wanted to keep playing, but I was like, I know that if I start playing, I'm not going to stop, and I need to have a break. Bonanza good game. So much content locked behind DLC that my Sims sit differently now. As far as I know, in the base game, Sims cannot do something as simple as sitting cross-legged on their beds. I see. I didn't know that was a thing at all. The UI was made way different, yeah. I don't know what it is. I like the simplicity of Sims 1's, and then Sims 2 is kind of like an upgrade of that. I think like Sims 3 just added so much unnecessary fluff to the UI, so much extra things to the Sims that I didn't really jive with. Like even like the wants and like the fears in Sims 2, it's like that was kind of getting to that point where it's like, I don't need these, but like they were sort of harmless and out of the way. Like all you had to do was fucking buy a chair and your Sim was like, woohoo, and his mood would go up. And then Sims 3 like did the same thing, but like again, it's just, there's a lot more of it. Hi Beverly, got a nugget for me? No. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I haven't looked at Sims 3 or 4's UI in a while. Until you get the DLC and then you start doing that. That's so weird. I just played Sims 3 Pets and made pets immortal and humans mortal. So much all the humans were extinct except for my character's family. I was pissed off at Nintendo about their new EULA stuff and pricing the games that I do not foresee myself playing a Nintendo game again for the rest of my life. Unless Zelda literally jumps out of the screen and sucks my dick in the next game, I'll be playing a Switch too. I will say, like, the physical copies of Donkey Kong and Mario Kart have already dropped to levels that I would be more happy to have paid. But because I am a Nintendo fan and I want to play these games, I do buy them on release at the full price. Like, I bought Mario Kart physical, so I threw money away not buying the console with the game that was $430. Like, the console was $395, or I could buy it with Mario Kart for $430. So 35 quid for Mario Kart, and I went, no sir, I'd like a physical copy please. Take my additional £40. £75 for Mario Kart physical. Now on Amazon you can get it for like 66 or maybe 60. Donkey Kong is now just down to 60, which matches the digital price. Like, I would have been happy, like, I'm happy with Donkey Kong being 67 physical, like at brand new, but being 60, matching the digital price, way happier with that. But I didn't want to wait. Like, I needed a new game on my new system, and Donkey Kong was it. And oh boy, I'm glad. I love the shit out of the game. Right now I'm letting it just simmer because I've had my fun, and I'm gonna come back to it at some point. I want to have a race with Matthew to like get to the ending, because just like in Mario Odyssey and 64 and Sunshine, we will play these games single player and race them to the end. Pseudo speedrun, like basically just going as fast as we can without incorporating speedrun tech, because he's not a speedrunner. I do like speedrunning, you know, I did Mania, and to a degree I have done some of the other games like 64 and Sunshine, kind of. Not to any sort of professional level, but just like to a casual level. So I'm like, hey Matt, when you beat Bonanza, which he has now just beaten, and we've sort of like let it sit for a while, we are running Bonanza because that game is so fun. The movement is so fun in that game. I want to see how quickly I can get through it, because especially compared to like doing a 100% playthrough, I had to take so much of my time. Now I can blitz through the entire game from start to finish, and I'm curious to see how fast I can do it and how little bananas I need to you know, to do it. Because you don't need any bananas to beat the game, which is pretty interesting. But I might still collect some to make things a bit easier, like unlock certain things from like the upgrade tree, just to make things a little bit easier for me. So I'm looking forward to playing it again. I can't wait. That game was an absolute treat, honestly. Genuinely loved it. If I buy future Nintendo products, it'll be from third-party shop. Yep, that is totally fair. Haven't played it, but for $80 Mario Kart World looks like it's mostly stupidly designed game Nintendo's ever put out. At least one that wasn't just silver shovelware. I will say, I do like Mario Kart World far more than Mario Kart 8. And the more I play World, the more I realize I fucking hate Mario Kart 8. But Mario Kart World, I feel like, is having a very heavy negative effect on me in terms of its item balance. Again, like, just like 8, people were like, oh, the item balance is great. No, it wasn't. It was dreadful. And same with Mario Kart World, the 24 characters is almost making it worse. And honestly, the worst thing is just, I can't stand that every time I get to the end of either a 3-lap race or a intersection track and then get to the actual race track, I get lightninged every fucking time. Or I get blue shelled, and then I go from first or like top 5 to like 17th, and it's like, great, I feel like I lost this because of skill and not because of... And like, Mario Kart has always had those items, but I don't feel like I've ever like genuinely got to the end of a track and been hit by just everything as frequently as I have in Mario Kart World. And I think the 24 racers is part of that, because there's just so much more shit flying at you, so many more people with mega mushrooms driving through you, and then so many more people to have a chance at getting lightning right at that crucial moment, which is when you reach the track. Which, by the way, at the very least, if you're going to make us do intersections, make the actual track the 3 laps that it's supposed to have. I know that probably invalidates the intersection, or the interconnection, or whatever, but I don't care, because it doesn't feel like I'm racing by the time I get there. I do enjoy driving in the open world, and I do enjoy the connected tracks, you know, for that, but by the time that I get there, the actual race itself is meaningless, and bagging is like stronger than ever, because you can just get your good items in the straightaway and then get to the track and blitz through it with a golden mushroom. it's not great. It's not a flawless game. It's very pretty. I think the music is a lot more interesting because it's a lot more varied than just jazz, and I think the visuals are very nice. And I think ultimately the gameplay is way better than 8. 8 was way too stiff in my opinion. But I feel like the 24 racers might be too many. Not being able to select 3 laps on a track by default is fucking stupid, and the item balancing is wacky because it's so strong, and also like you have like no iframes in this game, so like you get hit by one thing and then you get like almost immediately hit by another thing. It's crazy. You do recover faster, which I like, because in Mario Kart 8 you also like got really heavily punished for getting hit, but like in this game you get hit and then you get hit again and then you get hit again before you can actually recover. It's wild. But it's still a better game than Mario Kart 8. I don't care. The content size in 8 is great. The gameplay of World is way better, in my opinion. Right, anyway, sorry. Oh, here we go, finally. I think the last Nintendo game I bought physically was Pokémon Stadium for $30. Nice. Yeah. Get your games cheap if you can. Get what they're actually worth and not what people are charging. I have not fact-checked that, but it sounds plausible. Oh, sorry, I missed one there. People buying pre-brick consoles and rumors of used games breaking consoles because they were ROM dumped. Yeah, I mean that's a problem. That is a legit problem that you can't really do a whole lot about. Like Nintendo are definitely like way heavily enforcing this thing. Like they have their right for it. It's like their system is detecting like pirated game and then they, you know, fuck it up. But like it is not the buyer's fault in those instances unless they knew about it, which even then it's like, you know, they're not doing it on purpose. I don't know. There's a lot of weird things with that whole thing. You know, Nintendo have a right to do this, and unfortunately it's in their blah 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 blah. But it is fucking over people that want to buy a console secondhand and not, because like people don't have the money for this shit. Oh, I'm already in this box. Okay. Yeah, basically it's just a way to like really punish the secondhand market, and it punishes people who didn't know any better and sellers that abuse the secondhand market. Like that's the worst part, is the people abusing the trust of other people. Because like they've obviously done what they've done knowing that their system is bricked. 2,530. Okay, let's give the lucky egg, and it's time to go get some KOs from somewhere. Let's see, it's probably not the best place to go here. Because decent levels, yes, but also they're all like way higher level than what we're using here, so let's hope this doesn't go badly. I have not fact checked it, but it sounds plausible. Yeah, I have heard about it. I haven't seen any like actual reports of it, but I've heard about it a lot. For $80, the mistakes they made are inexcusable. Like, from what I've seen, the only reward for anything in free roam is a sticker you can't fucking see during gameplay. That is correct. It is a sticker. And you get one sticker, and you don't get to choose where it goes. It goes on a predetermined location. You will enjoy your sticker, and you will like it. Yeah, and you don't even get anything for 100%ing like all the free roam collectibles. Like, that's another problem, for sure. There's a lot of daft shit. 100%. I knew this wasn't gonna work. Alright, I guess we're staying in. Totodile, go! You've got Ice Beam, I think. And Ancient Power. Use Ancient Power. This is probably like too high of a level area for these Pokemon to train at. Let's see. Yeah. Inability to choose between classic races and high races is just unbelievable. Yep, that's stupid. You can only do it in versus races. Like, you can get together with people. I mean, you can do it in single player as well. You can just hit versus races and choose 4 races yourself. But yeah, it's stupid that you can't just open up a Grand Prix like you could in any other game and race the 3 laps as intended. They clearly went, we put a lot of work in this and you're doing it. And it's like, well, that's great and all, but we know what we like in Mario Kart, and this isn't it, my guy. It's not great, what they did there. You have to send a physical letter to Nintendo in order to not waive your right to sue Nintendo. EULAs aren't even legally bound, but no one in the world has the money to go against them, so they're basically alright anyway. Yeah. I mean, there's nothing really I could say. It's just, they say a thing and you listen to the thing, or they take action. I mean, like, a lot of companies themselves are also terrible about it. I mean, like, there's obviously the whole thing with Ubisoft being like, you don't own your games, and we'll destroy them, and that's why, like, stop killing games is a huge thing, and should be encouraged by everyone. What was the other thing I was gonna say? I mean, that's why, like, physical is such a big deal for me still. It's like, I could buy digital, and it is convenient. I personally just like physical, but also, yes, I'd like to keep my games if you don't mind. Thank you very much. So, like, I want my games to be playable online, offline, you know, 20 years in the future. You know, when servers are down, I like owning my cartridges. That's why I don't buy game key cards. Like, it's nice to own a piece of plastic, but this thing doesn't say there's nothing on this. It's just a key, and when eventually those online servers go down, this key still means fuck all. I think... Oops. I want to go somewhere where the Pokemon are slightly tougher. So I think I gotta go to Kanto. The problem is a lot of the tougher Pokemon are in caves, which is basically Graveler and Golbat. I think they're a bit weaker in here, but still probably gonna be primarily like Graveler and stuff. The pricing just seems designed to literally ring me for a long worked, and I'm not gonna be fucking paying $90 for Zelda unless she's literally buzzes on it crazy stuff. I'm not even paying 90, I'm paying 600. That's basically why no way I'm gonna switch to it's too other expensive. Yeah, and like there's clearly like a problem with Nintendo in general, because not only are they not reducing the prices of like Nintendo Switch 1 despite the Switch 2 existing, they're fucking putting the prices up! That's wrong! It's a fucked market right now. They've basically gone, we can price it this way, and so we shall. And like the whole like thing with like the $80 gaming thing and all, like, again, Mario Kart is not worth that $80. Donkey Kong, I would argue, is more worth it because there's clearly a lot more like game there. Like, I got so many hours out of Donkey Kong from one playthrough of the game. And granted, it's not as replayable because now that I've played it, I'm setting it aside. But I feel satisfied with what I got from that experience. This is the thing I keep saying about, like, you know, video games. You know, when it came down to Sonic, for example, there was a problem for me for a long time where it was like, man, I can't wait for the next game, because the last one was so shit. I need a new game that actually makes me feel fulfilled. Mario Odyssey did that, which is why I haven't been, you know, going like, shit, when's the next 3D Mario, when's the next 3D Mario, because I have a good 3D Mario to go back to, that I can play anytime, and now I have Bonanza, so like, I almost still don't need a 3D Mario for quite a while because I'm quite content. But for Sonic, when Frontiers came out, I was like, that was it for me. I was like, you know what, I'm content, I am good for a while. And then they released Shadow Generations, and I'm like, you know what? I'm still great. You don't have to do anything for a while. Like, you take your time and make your next game when you're ready, big guy. And so, like, I like when a game is so satisfying to me that I am so content with it. Like, I don't need to go back to it anytime soon, and I don't even need to, like, replay the game necessarily. Like, the game was so fulfilling to play that I'm just happy. And I will take the next game when it comes. What was I was thinking of just there? Pokemon hasn't done that for me in forever. Because I get a Pokemon game and I, like, Legends Arceus actually did that for me, where I was like, I'm pretty content. And then Generation 9, BDSP was coming out, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna buy it. But BDSP sort of reverted me back to being like, man, I can't wait till they make a better game than this. And then Scarlet and Violet happened. I'm like, man, I'm actually really enjoying this. Man, the game plays like shit. And I actually like got sort of like bummed out with how awful the game played, because I really wanted to enjoy it more. Because I really did like Scarlet and Violet. but it was just so poor performing that like it really let me down. I sort of just felt unimpressed with it. Now it sort of feels surreal on Switch 2 when it actually performs like a functioning video game. It is strange. I can't beat you with a Cyndaquil. What am I supposed to do? Okay, never mind. That works. But yeah, that's the problem, is the self-destruct thing that you're gonna do. I need to go somewhere slightly lower level, apparently. Fucking hell. I don't know why I can't find Crobat in that list every time. I'm gonna go to Fuchsia City. Because it's like just before you would... whatever. I'm not justifying it. Let's see. Just take the L, eat the loss. For God's sake, just eat the loss, you can afford it. The best part about the Nintendo thing is there's like still 100 indie games I'm excited for, so I'm literally losing nothing, even though Zelda is my favorite game franchise ever. I don't trust Nintendo to make a good game anymore. There's nothing lost. That's all I've got to say about that. So you can always sigh relief. Well, I liked Donkey Kong. And I think it was more justifiable of the price than Mario Kart was. But all the same, in general, neither should be going as high as the price as they were. Well, neither should be going to 75 quid / $80. That seems preposterous. 25. Okay, this is as good as I'm gonna get. Maybe we'll run into a chance and get nice high HP, or not HP. Sorry, XP. No, not Hypno BBs. Okay, woke up pretty quickly. That was not too bad. Okay, what are we getting? 867. Okay, that's not dreadful. Just a couple of those. I knocked the camera. But yeah, I mean, it's clearly like showing. I think they're clearly like seeing some of the problems here, because like I will buy repeats of games because I want to support the company, you know. So Sonic's been doing very well lately in terms of the gameplay. I've made a point of buying their games multi-platform because I've just always sort of had them multi-platform. Like I've had like copies of like Sonic Heroes and stuff like that on like GameCube and PS2, and then I bought it on Xbox when I saw it. And same thing with like Unleashed. It's like I'll buy that on 360 and also on PS3, and I will buy that wherever else I can because I'm having a good time with this and I want them to have my money. Even though when I say that, I mostly bought them secondhand many, many years after. It can flee? Quagsire flees? That is surprising. Ugh, that's too low. That's too high. That's just right. Something is going to suck even if you're not intending it to. Hang on. $70 for a big game like Dinky King is acceptable. Paying high for high quality is fine. It's just not everything can be fucking expensive. I'm coming across as angry. I'd mostly say I'm just passionate instead of angry. I have known your video game rants for a while, Brisk, so I see nothing wrong with what you're saying. This is par for the course. Can I find something that won't run away from me, please? I came here looking for XP and all I'm getting is a runaway Quagsire. I mean, what you're doing is basically what you can do about it, which is the whole voting with your wallet thing of just not supporting it. And that's like the best thing you can do. And obviously it requires a lot more people to do that for it to actually do anything. But with Nintendo, I don't see that happening. Especially whenever Switch 2 is supposedly doing like record numbers. Hey, there we go, that's something better. And like, I will say, like, this is what I was trying to say there, about like buying multiple games from the same like developer and company. So like, I want to support like Sonic whenever they're doing well, so I would happily buy Sonic X Shadow Generations for Switch 2 for that upgrade. They are only offering it as a game keycard. No other option. You cannot upgrade your original copy. You cannot buy a physical copy that has the game on the cart. It's only a game keycard or a digital copy, which is the same fucking thing in my opinion. So, I have elected to not buy it when I would have otherwise happily spent the money on, like, quadruple dipping at this stage. What are you doing, Nintendo? Do you not want, or not Nintendo, what are you doing, Sega? Do you not want my money? Because I know it's Nintendo's fault that this is the case, or I guess, like, basically, they only have, like, the options of a 64GB cart or a game key card, and, you know, one is obviously way more expensive than the other. So, of course, developers are not gonna, or publishers are not gonna put it on the, you know, expensive one when they don't have to. But if I'm not going to own my product, then I'm not going to buy your product. Simple as that. So I've only bought, like, 2 Nintendo Switch 2 games, Mario Kart and Donkey Kong, whenever I feel like I should have way more. I should have way more games at this point. The Switch 2 is such a letdown in terms of output, and that's only because I'm not buying game keycard games specifically. And I mean, a lot of those games are like older games that have been upgraded, but you know, that's sort of besides the point. It's like I'm telling them I will give them my money, but they won't take it from me because they're refusing to offer the service I want to pay for. And it's showing, like, they are getting clearly worried about it. Like, they're trying to ask questions in a roundabout way about, like, so do you know what a game key card is? And it's like, yes, we do. This is why we're not buying it. You're trying to twist the narrative into something that it's not, into making it think that we don't know what we're talking about when we do. We know why we're not buying these. Maybe I can kill this. I don't have fucking water moves on this guy. That's crazy. What was I gonna say? Yeah, it's the Switch 2 in itself has been a letdown because, like, you know, you got Mario Kart, and then you go, right, now what else? What else can I actually play? And it's like, I guess I'll play all my Switch 1 games again. And the Switch 2 itself is, like, just identical to, like, the Switch 1 in, like, almost every fucking way. The only, like, benefits I've got from it is I've been able to play Scarlet and Violet at a non-ass resolution, but I should never have had that problem to begin with. Or not resolution, frame rate. I should never have had that problem to begin with because they should have just been made good games, not pieces of shit. But unfortunately, it's not the Game Freak that we have in this timeline. No, my only other physical move is Rock, and that's not good. Fucking stop running away! I need XP! Just save a diamond at the last second from getting exploded by a creeper. Nice. No, of course we're cool. As I say, Brisk, I've watched you in my chat for many years, and I see your passionate takes on video games. And, you know, even if I don't agree, or if I can, maybe if I don't see your point, or if I do agree and I do see your point, you know, at the end of the day, I'm on here expressing my opinions, you're on there to express your opinions. You say what you want to say. It's not gonna change anything about us. We're cool. This collapsing and literally only go conflict. Yes. Honestly, I think the biggest thing right now is the Stop Killing Games movement, like, taking off and actively scaring, like, publishers. I think that's only a positive. And I can't wait to see what comes of it, because the idea that we don't own the products we pay for is fucking ludicrous. The idea that they're, like, now being like, oh, you never owned your games, or you should never own your games, and I'm like, bitch, what the hell's my wardrobe of games for the last, like, 25 years mean if I don't own any of that? Like, I'm not owning them to redistribute them or anything like that. I own them to play them and preserve them and do whatever I want with them for myself. And that's as simple as it needs to be. And what do you know? The Super Nintendo hasn't been supported in decades. I can still plug my game in and it works. That's all that we want. I can still play various, like, online games that are no longer supported thanks to either fans or the servers just being left alone to stay online. Like, they don't, there's not even developers have said it, there's not much that needs to be done to actually get this to work, but publishers are going, no, 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 I don't want them to own their things, because I want to be able to take it away from them and then sell them a sequel. They'll like that, right? Like, no, that's not what people want. If anything, it just makes people more jaded and unhappy. I don't know how they don't see that. Oh, I didn't even... you know, I think I did clock that it was Clippy, and I just never thought to ask you why it's Clippy. Look. Take that. And give that. I don't think I'm going to be able to kill things with Chikorita here, but we'll give it a try. I remember when Scarlet and Violet came out, seeing people compare them to Activision, which is definitely not a good thing. Yeah, no, I mean, ultimately it just comes down to, like, they look like they've been very lazy, and, like, people say that a lot about Game Freak, and sometimes it feels like it's not warranted. But I feel like Scarlet and Violet was the epitome of, like, phoning it in, which is a shame because I actually really enjoyed, like, the basic gameplay of it. I enjoyed the story of it. It actually felt like a pretty good Pokemon game if it just didn't play like ass, look like ass, and, you know, I think the constant thing as well is, you know, these games always sort of feel like they're DLC, like Sword and Shield onwards, it always feels like the DLC content is just what the post-game should have been. It feels to me like if I was able to still buy my third version that I still want to buy, because then you get improvements to the gameplay in many ways, not just, you know, additional content. Come on, yeah! Go on, Chikorita. Nice. That should do it, right? Yeah. There we go. There's Bayleaf taken care of. So that gets us to 91 out of 100. We're missing 9 Pokemon. That's those 3 dealt with. Okay, so let's fly. I'm gonna fly back to Fuchsia. There's one more I should have taken out the train. I just didn't think about it at the time. It's exclusive so that people will be forced to buy their objectively worst slop sequel. The idea for the Clippy thing is basically Clippy might have been annoying, but at least he was there to help and not steal my data or force a subscription down my throat. Was he just any bad practices that companies do? There's fucking refrigerator DRM. Jesus Christ. I really did like Scarlet. It should have just not released in the state that it did, and DLC should not have reason for lack of post-game content. Yeah, like that's the thing, like, because I feel like Sword and Shield were even like good games, but like the main thing that was bad about it was the Dexit thing, which I still fundamentally feel it's clear as day that the main thing that they did was cut the Pokédex, not because they had to, but because then when they make DLC, they can release all these Pokemon again and go, look who's back, and you can use them now. And it's like, yes, you don't have to pay for the DLC for the Pokemon to be accessible. That's not what people are saying. But it's clearly so they've gone like, look at all these new things you can catch in this whole new area. So that there's actually like a new Pokédex set up just for them in the new area. And so the Pokédex of that new area is 195 old Pokemon and 5 new ones. What the fuck are we paying? What are we paying for? To catch the old Pokemon again? Like, I don't mind in the sense of like, I'm happy to catch them in that game for that game's Pokédex. But I still want to have been able to trade them over in the first place from the original games to use them in anything. To use them in battles, to use them in, like, just even getting the ribbons. Like, let me get the Galar ribbon on my lifelong Blaziken. Like, for a while you couldn't do that. Now you can because of DLC, but like, there's a Pokemon out there that can't do that because they're not in the Galar Pokédex. And so whenever it moves on, it's just not possible. It's fucking stupid, and it's been based on lies. And maybe I want to take my original teams from Ruby or Fire Red and put them into the DLC of Sword and play the DLC of Sword. No, only if you say yes. Only if you say yes. But no, that's not how it works. And so everything gets boxed up in Home and gets locked behind a fucking subscription service where if you don't pay for it, you might lose everything, I think. I don't know, I'm not certain. It's all stupid. I need to get that lucky egg off. So like Pokemon has felt kind of predatory for a while, which is a shame because like it's clear they can still make good games because like Sword and Shield, despite the Dexa, is actually like well made. It's just kind of boring, like the main story is kind of boring, but the actual gameplay, like it's like solid performance wise. It's clearly like a modern Pokemon game, like it's just basically like Sun and Moon but for the Switch. And then you've got let's see, what came next? Oh yeah, Legends Arceus. Like that game is Scarlet and Violet before Scarlet and Violet, but it runs consistently and it's fun. And then Scarlet and Violet exists and it's like, oh, what happened? Which is a shame because again, like the actual gameplay of Scarlet Violet is really fun for me personally. There we go. I knew I had a way over-leveled Mareep ready to evolve, which means it's going to be actually a pain to get the XP for this. And then let's change and go get the Tyrogue, which I think is in one of the later boxes. And I probably, well, maybe, I don't know. Tyrogue, yes, so this one is the one I'm going to make into Hitmon top. And let's go. Let's go. Oh, wahoo. Is this all I need? Yeah, I think so. Let's give you the lucky egg. 5,000 XP. I used all my, what did I use? I used all my, rare candies to get the team to level 100 because they were pissing me off with how slow they were going. Because I was just going to grind it out and keep my rare candies, but I got rid of all but one. I didn't put Mareep in the front of the party. I'm never gonna buy smart appliance ever. If it connects to the internet, I'm never buying it. I mean, you could always buy them and just not do the internet function. It's like, here's the problem. A lot of things don't give you the option. I don't like my smart TV because of the smart features. So I just disabled the Wi-Fi and went, shut the fuck up, you're a TV. You're there to have things plugged in and then you display the things. You do not need to have fucking Amazon or Google or any of this other shit connected to you. I was hoping for something better than a Magikarp. Oh well. Thunder! Overkill, but... Oh. Thunder! Jesus. Thunder! Really? Thunder! Yay. Look who's back, but should have been transferable in the first place. Yeah. Look what became resold content to pad out the game. Cause like, I wouldn't really care about like the DLC areas having like a mixture of like Pokemon from the base game and like a couple of the ones that were locked behind, that were like transfer only. If like the transfer only ones were like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Basically, just, you don't have to lock them out of the transfer process just to be able to be like, hey, now there's a reason to catch these new ones. Like, I don't fucking care. So all it does is, whenever I go through the DLC areas, I go like, hey, look at all these things that just suddenly are allowed to exist. Like, cause, it's I don't know. It all just becomes like outside of the game stuff, but it just becomes a matter of like, suddenly you're allowed to be here, that's weird. And it's also annoying whenever you watch like the anime and it's like every Pokemon's still shown off in that. And then it's like, hey, that Pokemon doesn't get to exist in that region anymore because they say so. I need to find somewhere that actually has good water types. I'm hoping if I fish here, I'll find like a Gyarados or something. Need something big and strong. Need something big and strong. Oh, it's daytime, morning time. Good morning, good morning. Shelter. Sure. Did not know that was here. And it's using Protect. Okay, so that's 831, so that's gonna take a little while, but if we get like a cheeky Gyarados or something, maybe I, hang on, Gyarados, 132? 130. Gyarados is locatable in Fuchsia City. What? I've been had. Oh, that's 10 zombies, 9 creepers. What's we do today on side content and mini games today and Pokemon games, and I was thinking about it for a while too. And the newer games do really lack that, like Diamonds contests, for example. Yeah, like that's the thing, is like there's been so little like extra shit to go back to beyond like competitive battling. And I don't know if people realize this, but Pokemon, like, not a lot of people like, not everyone likes competitive battling. Especially for me, it's because of just how limited the game is. It's like, oh boy, if I want to play competitively, I have to use a very select group of Pokemon, which are the same fucking, like, selection of 10 every time. I hate being told, like, this is the best thing, use it. And that's essentially what Pokemon is. And I understand that, like, not every Pokemon can be good, but it's just fucking, it just doesn't feel very fun whenever everyone's using the same 6 Pokemon and the same strategies. Give me Gyarados. Is this even worth it if I'm going to get Magikarp instead? Because I could have been getting Shelter, and then that's better odds at getting higher XP. There we go. Does anyone else think blue Gyarados looks weird in this game? I'm pretty sure I said that whenever we caught the red Gyarados, but it always looks weird. It'll still be hacked because it has those features installed. What? 1833, yeah! Just give me another Gyarados. It'll make this thing go much faster. It's morning time when he finally looks out the window. No! Agree on Pokemon meta. Yes, thank you. It's a reason why I'm not into like a lot of competitive games. Like even Smash has that problem where it's thankfully Ultimate is pretty good at like every character being somewhat viable. But like it very much for a lot of the Smash games can just be like, if you don't play this character, then you're trying to lose. It's like, shut the fuck up. Or they go like, if you're playing this character and you're losing, then you're just shit. It's like, shut the fuck up. Like, there are people out there that are going to play Ganondorf and win. There's also people out there who are going to play Steve and lose. So shut the fuck up. But if you play Pokemon and don't use, like, fucking Incineroar or... I don't know what people use in Pokemon at the minute. But it's very formulaic. I mean, Pokemon Go especially, it's like, hey, you wanna win the PvP? I mean, the PvP in it is ass anyway, but you wanna win PvP in Pokemon Go? You better use... Why is a Magikarp outspeeding a Mareep? Are we fucking serious about this? That's crazy. I'm gonna have to heal it, because if I find a Gyarados and it uses Dragon Rage, then I just die. Competitive battles would be better with unique battle types. Like, I want to be able to pick out of my 200-pound milk tank and throw it at elderly people in a nursing home. What? This is a problem. I can feel my eyes getting heavy. Which makes sense. It's 4 AM. We don't often get to say the daytime because I'm always playing at nighttime, but here we are at 4 AM. Many things we tried to do that happened only in morning we could be doing right now, but we're at the end game today. And we're going very fucking slowly because I'm only finding the Magikarp. For some reason I'm engaging with it and actually killing them instead of running. It's because I may as well do it because like if I just run then I'm just not getting anything. Oh, fuck off, Todd. I don't care about your Psyduck. Jesus, this fucking guy. What kind of guy you are? Alright, Super Rod, Gyarados, one big hit. Oh. Super Rod, Gyarados. There's a fucking Gyarados in this guy's back garden. Let that sink in. Unless one of these little boys are gonna be golden, I don't want to see them. We've still not had an on-screen shiny in Crystal. I've done a lot of shiny hunting in Crystal with the eggs and, you know, hunting certain Pokemon on Gold and Silver, but nothing on Crystal itself has found itself in the wild while we've been live, which is a real shame. I was hoping to get one, but it is what it is. Please, Gyarados. Wrong. I should just go back to the shelter. That was a consistent 800 something XP every time, not 171. All this to gamble for a Gyarados. If I had to guess, I didn't check, but if I had to guess, it's a 10% encounter. It would probably have helped as well if my Mareep wasn't level 43. But if people aren't aware, the reason it's level 43 is because Mareep, the shiny Mareep I had bred for the Pokemon Stadium 2 Little Cup, it took like 240 fucking eggs. And like during that time, every time that I get a call to say that there was a free nugget, I would save the game, so Mareep's level just fucking skyrocketed. So it was not the most ideal scenario. I wasted a lot of money, but then again I made that money back by getting the nuggets, but I didn't plan for this. I was actually going to keep this Mareep as a Mareep. There we go. Just to remember the level 43 Mareep that was bred that way. One Thunderbolt goes down, and this should hopefully be a level up and an evolution! Oh, good, okay. Mareep is done. Weird that Flaffy was what I needed. Okay. Now we need Politoed, Girafarig, Remoraid, Octillery, Hitmontop. Okay, so I should probably do the trade next because I need to actually train up Remoraid into Octillery. But I suppose we could try and do Hitmontop now. Let's see, Tyrogue. What level do you evolve at? And what are your stats currently? Attack is 12 and defense is 14, so that's not a good sign. So Hitmontop. Evolves at level 20. Okay. So we need to fight something that has good attack. To like boost the attack IVs, basically. Alright, you know what? Actually, we don't. We can just buy protein. Okay, you know what? Let's take that. Let's give EXP share that I don't have. Neat. Okay, let's give the lucky egg. I'm gonna go buy a protein, bruh? Maybe 2 proteins? And then knocking out one big Pokemon, hopefully? It'll just depend. I'm gonna buy 2 proteins and see how it goes. What do you sell, my man? No. No. No, no. Hello, my good sir. What do you sell? You are wrong. I need this gentleman to your left. Hello. 2 protein, please. Thank you. My internet fucking died again. But how are you here? What? Been doing that for 2 months? Have you spoken to your internet provider? That sounds like a problem. Okay, I need to get to Mount Silver. It's never easy to do it from this side. I hate that so much. Okay, let's just go through the cave. See what happens. I need a couple levels. I'm just gonna have to do switch training, like switch it into Kingdra. Rhyhorn! Rhyhorn is going to horn your rye! Yeah, well done, Adam. You're so funny. It's very late. Guys, leave me alone. I don't need to be bullied. Maybe I do. Maybe I do need to be bullied again. It's been so long since I was bullied that maybe it would be good for me. Oh, it's been boosted as well. I forgot about the boosted. That's right. That's handy. Because it's a traded Pokemon. Ah, you'll see. Another good reason why I'm so smart. I'm an idiot. Another good reason why I'm so smart for, like, the evolution. I traded it over so it has boosted XP. Genius! Go back. And, yes, Kingdra, my boy. So for the next month or 2, I will be dealing with even more shitty internet. Oh. Apparently it's impossible to fix at the moment. What do they mean by impossible to fix at the moment? Like, have they given you a reason why it's impossible to fix at the moment? Or what the reason is that it's breaking to begin with? Are they carrying out works in your area? Like, at least have they given you some sort of information that's like, okay, cool, I can run with that, but like, fucking do something. Level 13, nice. Okay, how do I leave? I appreciate the strength boulders aren't in this version of the Victory Road. Sandslash. Sandslash is a cool one to find in this area. Nope. I'll turn battle animations on a little bit later on, you know, just trying to get these level grinds a wee bit quicker. Level 15, going up about 2 levels apiece. His defense has gone to level 19 and his attack is 16, so I'm gonna have to do something quickly. Magic Group are starting to ride up, they're targeting the internet. Welcome to the internet. Be burning with rage. 17, okay. Right, let's give the protein. I'll give myself a promotion. Okay, I think 2 will put it in the right place. I could also be very wrong. Okay, it is still behind, but as long as we just get enough stat experience points to put it to level 20 and like line them up, then we're good. And a lot of Pokemon do have higher attack than defense. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna save. 200 hours playtime. Look at us go. Woo! That's not including all the fucking time I've spent on the other games or in Stadium 2, but you know, whatever. We have a Ponyta. My little Ponyta. That's never been done before. Kingdra. Imba. Big XP. 970 is still the same. Attack is still lower. I might need to go buy one more protein. I was led astray by the fact that I didn't know Johto could be found here. It was so derpy. I was led astray by the fact that there was only 2 points difference. Now there's suddenly 3. Come on, someone increases attack by an extra stage. Rappy dash. I imagine you've got good attack. Oh wow. What XP did you need to level up? 12. Not really up. Oh. I'm at the internet. Level 19, 22. Okay, so yeah, I still basically need another point on attack. Let's see. I say we just go for it and see what happens. Tangela. We might get lucky and get enough points for an additional stat point. Angela. Ice Speed. Tangela, where are you on the POKéDEX? I just saw your name and I lost you. Maybe I didn't. Level 20. No, it's at 23 and 24. Okay, we try to go into Hitmonchan. Yep, so let's just cancel that. Need something. Oh, Machoke should be spawning. So, Machoke will have good attack. That's an Ursaring, but Ursaring also has good attack. I know, because this is where I spent all my fucking time grinding out stat experience with all my team. So defeating an Ursaring or a Machoke might put the attack up just enough for the next level. Level 21. That's worse! It's gotten worse! What do you mean? Okay, fine, I'll go buy another fucking... Oh yeah, I can go to... Goldenrod now at least. Well, you know what? Now that we're here, let's... What do I need? I need... Okay, hang on. I need to use my brain. Bear with me. Brain incoming. Firstly, Flaffy goes in here. Okay, and we'll deposit Flaffy. I need to keep you. And I need... I have 3 random Pokemon I can trade away. I think these ones are all ones I'm intending to keep for whatever reason. Aye. I'm just gonna catch 3 random things. But, yeah! Where am I going? There, that'll do. Let's have to go to bed soon. Have a good night, everyone, and take care. No problem, Dark Flare. Thank you for stopping by. We will get this done obviously the stream will be caught up on later down the line, but thank you for hanging out and have a good sleep. I also would like some sleep, but I am not even near done getting today's episode done. Because I made bad mistakes. I made a few. I've had my share of sand kicked in my face, and I come through. One and on, we are the champions, my friends. And we'll keep on fighting to the end. I sure hope YouTube doesn't demonetize me. Wait, yeah, I'm not even monetized. I sure hope they don't copyright ID me for my clearly impeccable singing. We are the champions. I'm getting a bit loopy because it's getting late. Or it is late. It's not even getting late, it just is late. Okay, I'm gonna just catch 3 random shite. Like a Ditto. On the first attempt. A 5% encounter. Attacking moves. Ah, okay. Purple Tyrogue. I'm running out of Pokeballs. I need to buy balls. I need to buy balls big time.
Don't be this way, Ditto. You're being a piece of shit.
Jeez. Could have found something a bit easier to catch. I think the problem is it's using Ditto's or Tyrogue's catch rate. I'm gonna have a munch because I've had a long day. It's using Strickle. Come on, man. This isn't for you. Tyrogue's gonna die. Oh man. I'm trying to eat a Starburst, but it's like matted to the wrapping because of like the heat in this room. I don't like eating paper. Call me crazy. I don't like paper. Now Daisy can smell the sweet, and she's like, "What the hell is that? That smells nice." Oh, the internet went down again. I can't believe I am struggling to catch this struggling Ditto. Please. Fuck! It killed Tyrogue! This is one of those things I should have prepped ahead of time. Or, you know, just went for something that wasn't Ditto. Oh, you piece of shit! You piece of shit!
I'm trying to open a strawberry one now, and the strawberry one is being very difficult. There we go.
Hooray! That was unnecessarily consuming of my balls. Don't take that out of context. See this, Starburst? That's my balls, and me, I'm you, consuming my balls. Thank you for watching. Everly, Nugget! You piece of shit! I'm down so many balls, and I need a nugget. I got one Starburst left. What I do is I always take one of each flavor, and then I start with the worst flavor and lead up to the best flavor. The lime is the best flavor, the green one. Fuck you if you're wrong. Although I think the flavors are different in America. Like the flavors that we get here are blackcurrant, strawberry, orange, and then lime. I'm pretty sure that instead of the lime, you guys get like a pink one. Which is just weird. The lime is the best flavor. Oh, Nate, I'm way ahead of you. I have been like inquiring with my GP about such topic, and all I have to do is write up a little like statement of myself of, you know, why I feel this way, because I also had to ask friends and family, and I did that, and they've all given me the responses, and now I just need to do one for myself, and I haven't done it, and that's been like 3 or 4 months ago that he asked me to do this, and I'm like, I'll get you that because I need to know. So maybe. Really? I swear though, from like the packaging I've seen, that they have like a pink one instead of the green one in their main bag, and I don't like that. Lime is the best, and lime is the best, and no one can tell me otherwise. And when I was growing up, like with any like sweets, like fruit pastels or Skittles or like jelly beans, gummy bears, the green one, the lime one, was always mwah, amazing. But you'd always find like other kids would be like, no, the green one's not that nice. It's like, are you fucking, what's wrong with you? The green one is amazing. I'll take your green ones. Give me here. Why did kids not like the green sweets? They were amazing. Like, oh, fucking orange? Oh, you're fucking original. I don't know why I'm beefing with previous children in my life. Anyway. Lime sweets, best sweets. Followed closely by like lemony or like lemonade-y like type sweets. Like, oh, those are nice. And then everything else sort of falls pretty close together after the fact. Right, all I wanted to do was 3 Pokemon to trade away here, because we're gonna do the trades now from gold. Just because we need to train up. Oh, you know what? Okay, I have a big brain. I have a big brain, and I'm aware of this fact, and you're all aware of the fact as well. I need a Politoed. Oh, I need Politoed. Give me Politoed. From number 186. 186. Is this one? Oh, shit. I need to put something in my ass. Something with class. Something with sass. Okay, that's a temporary fixture. 186. Okay, so it's in this box here. Yes, indeedy, that is fine. Give me things, withdraw from box, I want my Politoed. How was this the last trade evolution to do? We're there, Poliwhirl. Okay, just so we can do like the trade evolution as well as things. We're not going to see the evolution on screen, unfortunately, because it's going to happen on gold. Oh, I need to actually turn gold on. Oh, that's weird. It's not gonna read my cartridge. What the fuck? Cartridge! There we go. That was really not playing ball. It's still not playing ball. Come on. There you go. Right! Oh fuck. It's crashed again. And now it's telling me the battery's dying. Come on, don't be doing this. Just do as you're fucking told. Trade. Okay, here we go. Okay. From the internet, yeah. It's a pain in the ass. I don't know if you said, but did they give you any reason for why it's been going out or why they can't get it to work consistently? Alright, I'm gonna do the trade evolution first just to get that out of the way. That was probably obvious, but I was generally seething so hard. Yeah, I can imagine. Okay, this is great. So now we're gonna get the wrapper egg. Bye bye. Thank you, come back. There's Drapper Egg. Two, four. Two, four. Remoraid is 223. So let's say I need to be level 25. That's not too bad. The internet went out, I reset the router and it went out again and took longer to reset the second time. I can't even get my father to call the company for 3 months. What the fuck? What is happening? Oh, I should probably be trying to show, well, it just evolved on the other screen. I just realized I should probably like lift the SP up, but also the cable is so short, I wouldn't be able to get it in front of the camera, honestly. But the Politoed has just evolved. So, let's see. So let's... Ah, yes, okay. Let's trade that. And then I need Politoed back. Every fucking day it goes out multiple times. What about just getting a new internet company? Like, would that even be something you could do? I'm gonna do another artistic thing, Nate. At some point, I need to know how many of each flavor's left so I can make sure that I always have exact amount. So I'm gonna measure how many I've got left while I'm trading. Whenever I moved into this house and started hosting for people, I had Starburst and I laid them out on the table by just putting them in blocks of blackcurrant, orange, strawberry, and lime. I was just like, there you go, if you want your flavor, go get it. Ooh, look at that! Okay. Status report. I have 5 of each, except I have a 6th. Lime and strawberry. So those are going in my mouth. Hell yeah. Relax, Daisy. Starburst. Okay.
Goody goody.
I do this also, but I also haven't had Starburst in many years. Yeah, I was like, not that I was off them, but like I just hadn't had them in a long time either. For like no particular reason. And then like as I've been like looking for things to have like on like lunch breaks at work, I'm like, why not? It's something that's very easy to like pull out and have a munch on. So I was like, why not? Back into the Starburst family, I guess. I've been begging him to plug. I've been begging for him to plug me in. I've been begging for him to plug me in, but again, he just won't fucking do it. Figure he's got a lot on his plate as it is, but seriously, it's fucking ridiculous. Eventually, I'm gonna have to just figure it out by myself. What do you mean, plug you in? I'm unclear. Unless you mean like Ethernet, go wired. That's probably what you mean. Ditto. Okay, and then Remoraid. There we go. I can't wait for... Oh, that was terrible. Starting a sentence while I was like mid trying to eat something. Wired, yeah. Oh yeah. That's the one. Oh, lime is the best. Oh yeah. I can't wait for tomorrow when I'm playing board games with my boys, with my friends, with my boyfriends, my friends that are boys. My door has been broken for 3 years. Context. Whenever I'm playing games with the boys tomorrow, I can't wait for Matthew specifically. Matthew from DuoShock, by the way, my friend that does these video game things with me. I can't wait for him to chastise me for streaming at 3 AM. Because he gets email notifications. I didn't even know he followed my Twitch, which is great. Thank you, Matt. He's not watching this though, because why would he be? One, he's in bed, and two, he's not gonna watch the VOD back. He doesn't play Pokemon, he don't give a fuck. Well, first, sorry, pausing that thought. So there we go, Girafarig. Adding that to the decks, we got Politoed, and then we got 2 Remoraid. I'm not too sure which one is the one I'm evolving. 66, 37, 65. Oh, I think I was evolving this one because it had way better stats in a lot of areas. Okay, so that one can go right. I'm just gonna have to do all of this shit by myself, and there it goes again, and there it goes fucking again. Dear God. Okay, I need to figure out where these guys go. So, Girafarig goes in this one? Oh, and I think Politoed does as well. No, that's wrong. Yeah, Politoed 186. The 186 is in here. Okay, so we're still here. Politoed. Politoed. And we go into this one. 192 to 211. 192. Ah, that's why it's missing one. I was like, why is it only 18 out of 20? It should be like 19 out of 20. You know, excluding Girafarig. It's because Espeon goes in that box, which they're my party, so they're not in there. So Espeon, and then... Oh, Girafarig. Okay, so now we're looking for Remoraid goes in box 4. Oh, so stop. That's this one. That'll be Remoraid, and Octillery puts it to 18 out of 20. Then what else is meant to go in here? Up to 231. Kingdra is meant to go in here, so that's one of them. 212. Oh, I don't know. I might be missing something from this box. Let's see. So 212. So Scizor, Shuckle, Sneasel. Oh, Heracross goes in here. Okay, so that's the other one that's missing from there. Sorry for the sniffling. Okay, let's just recap what we're missing here. So right now, the only things missing from our living Pokédex is Octillery, Hitmontop. That's it. Okay, no, that time it was just a Minecraft server dying. My door does not close. A draft will swing my door wide open. It's been like this for 3 years. The only reason I haven't done it myself is because I can't drive, so I can't get to the bank, so I can't put money in my account, so I can't buy the parts to actually fix the damn door. Sometimes this happens at a, oh yeah, we can do that tomorrow, 5 years later, it's still not done basis. Ha! I know the feeling. I'm very fortunate that in my family, I have an uncle that, unfortunately, whenever he was living in Germany, every time he was asked to come over, he was then asked to do work. So he was our handyman, and now he lives here. So now he can do basically anything. He put a light out my back garden. I didn't ask him to do a whole lot. He usually does things for like my nan and my aunt. Right, I am gonna use a protein on Tyrogue, because he needed that. Is it 24 right now? Okay. So I could just use one more, and I probably will. Crobat Fly to Silver Cave. Here we go. Okay, so first off, let's just... I'm gonna drop a save first and then protein it, just in case I don't need to actually waste it. Sorry, I'm just doing stuff on Pokemon Gold. I didn't turn the game off. Oh, I see. Okay, well, let's look in here. I am having fun with my friends in the Twitch and YouTube chat. I have that metered out by accident. I think Tyrogue's not in lead. I was correct. I also just realized that I didn't give it the protein that I said I was going to give it. Arbok. Arbok's a cool thing to find in the wild. Okay. I got to run from that. That's surprising. Yeah, let me unplug this trade cable, because for some reason it like does a weird thing where like this system is like powered and it has like streaks on the screen. I'm like, I'd rather just be turned off properly, please. I don't know if it's just because the cable is like third party and a knockoff, but it just concerns me when it's doing shit like that. Okay, let's drop this last protein on Tyrogue. You should now have matched attack and defense, correct? 25-25, okay. Good. Good boy, Sharpedo. Alright, 23 years, and I got put on Adderall last week. Now I'm just having a moan. 23 years. isn't... Well, never mind. I was gonna say, like, isn't Adderall, like, a bad, like, ADD drug? But I don't actually know shit about ADD drugs. I just know that, like, Markiplier... Like, I know that Adderall's, like, the common one. But I know that, like, Markiplier, for example, went off of Adderall to use something more effective for him, for example. There we go. Hitmon top. Alright. Oh, Todd, you old scamper camper. I heard about your Psyduck like 10 minutes ago. Very interesting stuff. I wish you would go jump in a river. Okay, give me this. Remoraid, give me, I'll give you, a lucky egg. Do you have a water type move? Yeah, you do. Great. Ra-ta-ti-ta-ta-ti-ta-ti-ta. We're experimenting. Okay. Neat. That's the thing, like, if I still haven't got, like, further on the ADD thing, but if I do get confirmed, I don't, see, I'm not a big drug guy. Oh, this is wrong. I'm not a big drug guy to begin with, as in, like, I won't take painkillers. The only time I ever did was whenever, like, I really hurt my back, and I went to A&E, specifically to, like, say, like, hey, I can't fucking move. Man, having what do you call it? Having Hitmon or Tyrogue learn like no moves in that entire level up process is so stupid. But yes, if I do get confirmed to have ADD, it's like I think it would be very useful to be on something, but like because I so typically just don't take drugs even when I need them, so like painkillers and stuff. And then I'm very like anti-drug as a whole. Like I'm not pro-weed. I'm very anti-weed, for example. Obviously, it's quite different than like, you know, medication and prescribed drugs. I forgot to switch Pokemon again, but I just try not to put things in me if I don't have to. And so, if I don't have to take medication, and I got through 30 years of life without one. And then they're like, oh, you have ADD, and medication would help. I'm like, well, I don't need it, though. I would be curious to see how effective it would be, but, like, I just can't see myself using it. And I know for, like, other people that have ADHD, like, sometimes it's a necessity. It's like they really need it to help them function. So I'm not trying to say, like, oh, you know, I'm so much better or whatever. Because I don't even know if I have it. I still don't know. But, I just don't think I can take, because like if it's tablets, I can't take tablets. If it's a liquid medicine, I could take that, but like even still, it's like I don't know if I particularly want to take it. I kind of like how my brain works. I just want to know if that's the way it works or not. I don't really want to mess with the chemistry. It pretty much took my whole life to actually get a workable experimenting phase. That's fair. It can happen. Critical hit! No! No! That wasn't a critical hit, damn. That was a big hit, though. At least, Remoraid was nice and quick. Level 41. And Remoraid is evolving. Okay. There we go. Remoraid has evolved into Octillery. Let's check that Pokédex. 248 out of 248. Love it.
Love it.
Alright, where's Crobat? There it is. Okay, well actually, first let me take this. And then Crobat, let's go... let's see, we're going to Cyanwood City. So, there is very little to do left. We have got all of the Pokemon in our Pokédex that is possible to collect. at this time. But there's more to go. There's some myths and legends about in this region that we have yet to explore properly. And there's an entire dungeon we haven't explored. So, I think it's time that we finally do that. I might need to get a guide, because this next area is actually kind of complicated, and I've never like properly explored it without a map. Not that I've explored it with a map either, but we might need some help. But let's put away these Pokemon that we just got there. So let's see, let's pause it. Which box are we in? 232, 231. So that's Tyrogue's box. And then Octillery goes in box 4. One hour 47. We're not doing too bad. This next area is going to take a bit of time to go through, but I don't think we'll be on too much longer than like maybe 2.5 hours is like a nice guess. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to change box now into a useful. So for this next area, I need things. I'm gonna take Gengar for help, and I don't know if I need Flash. I hope not. Espeon will be useful. I do need Psyduck. I think she has Whirlpool, she does. Okay, let me put this over here. That's wrong. Okay. I'm gonna have to keep that open, aren't I? Yep, okay. Oh good, that doesn't zoom. Neat. Okay, well I can't read shit. I'm just opening up a map on the other screen. I'm not really going to try to use it unless I absolutely have to. Open in new image. There we go, I can zoom. Okay. I'm gonna go into the... So I'm just basically looking at the map to see which one of these it says is the starting point. So I'm gonna go into the starting point and try to go blind, and then like do my usual thing of like scanning the area, and then we'll like sort of pick up anything that we miss along the way. It's sort of my intention. Right, do we have a full team? No. Do we need Flash? Does Whirl Islands need Flash? Yes. Shit. Okay, well, we need Paris as well then. It's gonna be dark as hell. So in terms of the team that we're taking into this next area, we have Kingdra, Crobat, and Espeon from the original team, and then Gengar, Psyduck, and Paris. I think this is the most effective team we can bring. But one more thing of importance is I need to leave immediately. Goodbye. Because I forgot something very important. Well, that's convenient. I need about 70. Alright, we're out of money. Okay, let's get back to Cyanwood City. That's Is that the correct area? Yeah, Cyanwood. Cyanwood? I'm not sure. It's not the color cyan, so I suppose it's not the correct pronunciation. Okay, I'm just gonna drop a save just because I feel prepped and ready to go. But we got a new dungeon. It might take a while to get through, but something lurks in these depths, and we need to investigate. The entry for these Whirl Islands is a bit confusing. I mean, in general, these Whirl Islands are just confusing. There's 4 entrances to this one dungeon, and there's a lot of like caves on the inside as well. I had to go in here for something on like gold and silver version. I can't remember what it was. Oh, it was the shiny hunt. Something. Pretending that there's not a video already on the internet about what I've done. But, let's get in here. The encounter is going to be a bit of a bitch, and I could buy... Oh, Mantine. I could buy repels. Well, actually, no, I couldn't. I'm all out of money. But I'm also not going to, because if I get a funny random shiny in this final episode, then, like, you bet your ass I'm going to be, like, taking that opportunity. Sorry, Daisy. Okay, where the hell is the way in? Is it? Is this even the right entrance? It is.
Oh, Mantine, hello.
Definitely got that face. Actually, it's more like a, oh, I'm fighting so much. Bit like the chubby cheeks. Okay, here we know. Oh, oh, oh. I'm making him sound like that pufferfish. Guys, I just want a carrot before I die, please. Okay, welcome to the Whirl Islands. It's fucking pitch black in here. Alright, let's use Paris and Flash. And in this room is one ladder, please. Alright. Okay, there's an item right there. We're just gonna do some exploring, and if I get to the stage where I feel like I'm lost, then I will backtrack. I've also just realized that my bag is probably quite full of items, because I was like withdrawing a whole bunch of things. So I probably can't collect a lot of these items. The items in here made me think we should have explored this dungeon a long time ago. I just chose against it because you have to come back here anyway to do what we're doing now. There's no point exploring this area until, you know, right now. We got a Carbos. Ooh. Well, that would have saved me 9,800 Pokédollars. I can't even use it because of Kingdra is max. Like my 3 main Pokemon that I have on here are maxed out. I could give it to. My brain has stopped working. Gyarados? No. Gyarados? Gengar! My brain just went G and auto-filled the rest. I'll wait until I'm forced to. Right, okay, I'm already getting annoyed by the encounter rate in here. They're crabby. I said this wouldn't be a very long episode, or a very long dungeon, but I'm getting the impression it's going to be. Yeah, this is the way I came. Okay. I'm not making much progress when I forget where I came from. A seal? That's a cool thing to find. It is interesting that, like, the old games really did this a lot. They had these dungeons that were completely optional. Like a whole bunch of time. Like, Whirl Islands is unrelated to the story in any way. You don't have to come here. You could never set foot in here. You don't have to. And Dark Cave as well. Like, I think I said it, but I never explored that area whenever I was younger. Max Elixir. I tried to go up, but it didn't let me. And a full restore. Okay, well those are just normalish items. And that, thankfully, means that this area is explored. This left entrance is explored, except for this bit to my right. Another full restore. Okay. No hidden item there. No hidden item there. Let's go up here. I think this is like, this area is mainly like one main area and then a whole bunch of like small like connected areas. I don't think it's like multiple layers deep. No, I don't believe so in Silver Nate. You know, it just means that like obviously you can get what we're going for a little bit earlier than you could in the other games. But because the two Pokemon in question are unrelated to the story in any way, you don't have to do shit. At least I'm pretty sure you don't have to. I know in Heart Gold, Soul Silver that you do have to come and check them out. I believe anyway, but not in the originals. Okay, so this way's got a ladder, and that's all it's got. I think this ladder, because I remember from like my brief time looking around here, and I can't remember why I was looking here. Oh no, I do. I said it earlier. Shiny hunting. This is one of the other. Never mind. I thought this was one of the other entrances. Oh my god, can I not cycle up? Okay, so this is just a ladder that leads to two jumpy walls, so there's nothing really to explore further here. Wait, no, I forgot I'm supposed to go back down the ladder. Oh, God. Okay, so we're going left. And then, so we've explored this area, so now we go down. And that brings us to wherever the hell we are. Though I need strength in here. Don't tell me I need strength. I don't have strength. Uh-oh. Hang on. Let me check real quick and see if this map says I need fucking strength. I mean, if I do, it doesn't say I need it. Let me just put this into perspective. This map will show you like an entrance. So like, you know, ladder 2 leads to ladder 2 on another page. And it has, if I'm counting these correctly, let's see, which one? Yeah. The very latest number I can see is number 17. There is a lot of entrances and exits in this area. It doesn't... hang on, I'm gonna Google this as well. Does Whirl Islands need strength? Because most people already have it on them. I got rid of it off of my Typhlosion, and I don't even have Typhlosion here. You will also need strength. Neat. That's a problem. That is a problem. Oh, Psyduck can learn it. Yeah, I gave Psyduck Headbutt because then I could do the Headbutt trees. But I could just catch another Pokemon that can learn Headbutt naturally. So I think I might just do this. Plus, we're also at the end of the game. Like, who cares if it knows? Anyways, Psyduck is the HM champion of this game. Waterfall, Whirlpool, Strength, and Surf. There we go. Right, let's continue. So we can't even use it there, it's just that we will be using it later. A good thing they've done in the newer games, yeah. I suppose like it's interesting because it forces you to use Pokemon from your own team to do the HMs, which is like more personality-ish thing. I don't know, but it always did result in you either choose Pokemon you don't want on your team to be the HM user, or you. Oh yeah, this is one of the other entrances. Okay. Which entrance is this? This is the bottom... Oh... The bottom left. Okay, so we entered top left, this is bottom left, so they connect pretty reliably there. Okay, that makes sense. That is fine. What they're... Oh, it's dark. Okay, Paris and Flash, and here we go. But there was another way we could go, which was here to the right. So we're going to keep on following the path that was laid ahead of us. Okay, so now... Oh, okay, that leads us here. Okay. I mean, this isn't going to save, but I'm just going to push this out of the way. So this is the only new section we haven't explored so far. And this also means we have now done the bottom left entrance as well, so we have 2 more entrances left to check. I just ran out of steam. That is fine, Brisk. I am also running on sort of empty. I am tired. An Ultra Ball. Nice. I'm just thankful that we're like pretty close to being done. Not that I just want to be done, but like it is super late at night. I'm sure Daisy wants to go to bed because she's like lying next to me. And I'm sure my talking is keeping her awake. Calcium, okay. And then another ladder, so from top left, we've been able to get to bottom left, explore the entire cave so far that has been accessible. We've had a ladder that has taken us to 2 jumpy areas, and now we've got a ladder that is taking us somewhere new, so let's see where this goes. Oh, this is another entrance. Okay, cool, cool, cool. So this is the bottom right entrance. And there's, as far as I saw there's no other way to go. Yeah, I can't go anywhere from here. Okay, so that's interesting. So we've been to pretty much everywhere that's accessible from the top left, bottom left, and right entrances, if I'm understanding this correctly. Maybe this isn't as long as I thought, and I did kind of say that, but I did think there was a bit more underground. Like I said, I was pretty sure this was like the main area and there's a bunch of all offshoots. I don't think it's very deep, but I know you essentially go down like 4 levels to actually get to where we're going. But that's only like in terms of like ladders, and those rooms are only like a couple like steps long. Like they're not big rooms to get down there, but it is still technically deep. So I guess what we'll do now then is we go back to the ladder that we didn't jump over the walls for, because those walls were jumpable. I thought they weren't jumpable. Maybe they aren't jumpable. If we can, either way, we're gonna check them out because they looked like this. Yeah, I didn't think we could do that. Oh no. Okay, this entrance means that we can't go any further. Okay, so now we have to. Okay, I have to go back into one of the other entrances now. Interesting. So we could go straight for the top right entrance. or I go back to the top left one and then go into the one staircase that I didn't go into. I'm starting to think though, because of the walls, that it's not jumpable. I was pretty sure that they weren't jumpable. Oh well, I'm gonna go to the top right entrance and just do that one next. That's gonna knocks out 3 out of the 4.
"5:15 in the morning, we all having a good time. Watching Pokemon, hanging out, playing Minecraft, getting blown up by creepers. Having a lovely time."
And the encounter rate is at an all-time high. And like, I'll take those rolling of dice every time, but like, man, it's time consuming. Okay, let's go in the right entrance here. Wherever it is, I do not know. And this area would have been great. I mean, to be fair, I found a great area in yellow anyway, but when I was grinding out stat experience, Tentacool and Tentacruel were like some of the best in yellow. Now that the special split happened, where there's a special attack and special defense, these guys are actually not that good to gain stat experience off of anymore. I'm Mantine. And team, I'm a stingray. I'm gonna sting you. Oh, I'm Mantine. I'm gonna sting you. Oh. I'm fine, everyone. Please do not worry. Here we go around the bend. They made it so that no matter what, you always had to do one of these really pointless one-tile surfs. I really don't like that. Okay. New entrance. Paris. Da-da-da-da flash. A blinding flash lights the area. Okay. So this. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna save here in case I want to backtrack. But this is a one-way wall, which is interesting. Oh, that's where this brings. Okay, right. So that ladder. Okay, so that ladder leads us to the top right entrance. We just couldn't actually go out the gate to check it. So this is the only new area we haven't been to yet, is going up and then right, which is good because I'm pretty sure this is the way to go. I mean, it has to be. We've literally explored everywhere else as possible. I didn't realize that this dungeon was actually that simple. So, the top left, bottom left, and bottom right all link together in their own way. Top left will sort of lock you out from going back out that entrance, and it'll be down the bottom left and bottom right only. Whereas top right, as long as you take the correct path, will take you to where you're going, and if you don't, if you go over the wall and down the ladder, then you are stuck. You're back into the top left, bottom right entrances. So top right is the only one that matters. Interesting. And now I know how to explore the Whirl Islands, and I did it without a map. I do have the map handy in case I needed it, but I technically did it without it. Horsey! Hello, chum. It took so long to get Horsey in our game. Ah, there are waterfalls. Do I have waterfall? I assume I do, right? Yeah. They wouldn't let you go down the waterfall without a way back up, right? Okay. I am almost certain that that ladder to the bottom right is an exit. Like, it's not like an immediate exit, but it's an exit. Number 14 leads to there, which is there, and then 16 to 17. 17 leads you to there. Yeah, that's just a way out. So this is it. This is the bottom of the Whirl Islands. Now let's just go in. And in the depths of the Whirl Islands is an... I thought that just triggered the encounter. That freaked me out for a second. Is a horsey at the depths of the Whirl Islands. Okay, that was not as bad to explore as I thought it would be. And I did sort of think it might take us up to like half 5. I was sort of more so talking about like everything, but there we go. Right, we're gonna save here. And I'm gonna lead with Espeon because I'm hoping that we'll be able to do not that much damage, but still like a lot of damage. I'm gonna take the Miracle Seed off just to make this more applicable. And ladies and gentlemen, the first legend of Johto. It's time to capture Lugia. Level 60. I thought these guys were level 70. I think Espeon might end up killing it. So Hidden Power Grass is sort of my thinking, because it's a flying type. It should do like decent damage, but not like crazy damage. Well, that was a critical hit. Okay, so that's fine. It's using Gust. That's okay. Another Hidden Power will be fine. We could probably squeak away with one more. It's using Rain Dance. Okay, that's fine. And now it's ball time. Now these guys do have a crazy difficult catch rate, so because I'm going for Pokeballs only, we might be at this a while. We've been through this already with Suicune. I thought for a second there it was about to fucking... Oh, it has Recover. Oh, no. 70 in Gold and Silver. Yeah, I remembered it being 70, like as the rematch ones, but I guess because this is Crystal, and you get both of them at the higher level, that they put them at 60. Just to show you, I haven't really done it in Crystal. Or at least not done it often enough. Okay, well let's use another Hidden Power. So I brought Gengar so that I can put these guys to sleep a bit easier. And make them more manageable to catch. But I don't want to swap into it and then have it get KO'd by the level difference. Although level difference is only 20, it's a lot better than what I thought. It's just gonna use Recover again. Okay, you know what? Then let's switch into Gengar. And hopefully it doesn't kill me. You see, that right there is the problem. And I don't necessarily outspeed, but Hypnosis lands at least, so that's good. Now, honestly, I think I don't even necessarily need to, like, weaken this guy at this point. Sleep is honestly better than the HP I can do, if I remember right. Shadow Lugia! Ominous foreshadowing. Well, that did nothing. Yeah, let's just toss some balls while it's asleep. Is False Swipe? Oh no, False Swipe is in this game. Yeah, because A, Recover, and B, none of my main team have it. My False Swiper would be like a Scyther that's like level 17. God, my eyes are heavy as hell. It's awake. Gengar's gonna die. Yeah, I guess I could... Okay, it's going for a Recover. Didn't need to, but it's going for a Recover. Didn't get Hypnosis. Neat. Okay, sweet. Spamming Recover again. Sweet. Just waste that PP. I missed again. Goddamn. Use Recover again. Rain Dance is fine. Nice. Okay. Thief is my only other move, so let's see if that does any damage compared to Nightshade. It doesn't. I'm basically just praying for Pokeball catching on Sleep alone. I could open the thing for the catch calculator. Although every time I mention it is usually when I get the capture. Okay, so Gen 2 catch rate calculator. Pokeball, and then let's see. Hello, so it's a level 60. Lugia. And let's say it has a 100% catch rate. We're using a Pokeball, so at 100% it's less than 1% for catch. But if it's asleep, it's a 4.6% chance. Okay, that's not bad. It's now not going to be able to be put asleep. But let's say, for example, it was put to 1 HP. It's a 1.17. Or if it's asleep at 1 HP, it's like 5%. So the HP really makes no difference. No matter what I do here, I'm almost better just tossing balls. The odds are basically the same. Yeah. At 100%, it's 0.781 at 100% with no status deflection, or 1.172. So 1.172 versus 0.7. Like, it goes up like 0.4% by having it weakened. So you know what? This is probably the best thing to do. The most efficient thing to do. I mean, other than using better balls. But I don't do that. I catch everything in Pokeballs. That's the challenge! Or maybe I should at least revive Gengar and try to hypnosis it again. Just to speed things up a little bit, because if we could, then it would be useful. Because, I mean, 5% is definitely way better than 1%. I'm no math guy, but I think I know a thing or two about 5 versus 1. Something. SPL's getting kind of fucked up. It's okay, we don't even need Gengar. I'm gonna catch it on this ball right here. I almost spammed A on the Master Ball, so I would have actually caught it right there, but I didn't want to catch it right there. That would have been a mistake. Okay, you can take out Espeon. Like, I don't want you to. Like, I like my partners to stay alive, but if you do, then it means I can go into Gengar without any damage on it. But if I keep Espeon out, it at least lets it waste its PP. Because it might be a good thing to sort of like let it do that, and then get Gengar in for a hypnosis whenever like it's got like no moves left. Although, sort of my thinking is, let's send out Paris, let Paris get knocked out, then send out Gengar. Or we just send out like a little mushroom spider thing against like the King of the Sea. Okay, Gengar. Let's try Hypnosis. Recover, wasting a turn, nice. Good, okay. Now our 1% Pokeballs are 5%, or 4.8 or something. Oh, that was close. It gave me the feelies that I was going to catch it there. Now you're just playing dirty. Come on. I went all this way to get a Gengar that has Hypnosis, and you won't even put yourself in the ball for me. Come on, buddy. Come on, guy. Yeah, relax. He's taking a nice big snooze this time around though, at least. Speaking of snoozes, I can feel my mutt beside me twitching, so she must be having dreams. Damn, Lugia has been asleep a long time this time around. It's not playing Pokeball. Oh, it woke up. Ew, fuck it, woke up with a vengeance. Okay, I'll do something else. Kingdra, you go next. Maybe Dragon Breath? I'll probably end up just killing it. If I get a critical hit, I would kill it. I might get a Paralyze off, but the problem is Paralyze doesn't reduce the catch, or it doesn't improve the catch rate. It just stops him from moving. It's almost worse to do. There we go, he's in the red. Now our Pokeballs are definitely 1% and not less than 1%. Here I go, it's catch time. And he still has some recover left in him. And I squeeze out one more Dragon Breath. I can, just, and he has one more recover. Which means I can't use one more Dragon Breath. Damn, how many recovers? Okay, I know what to do. I'm going to heal my brain function not happening. Gengar. I heal Gengar. I use Gengar. It recover again. I use Super Potion on Gengar. Good. Lugia use Gust. I use Swap into Psyduck as a scapegoat. I shall now retire. Good night. Not a problem, Brisk. Good night. Have a good sleep. I wish I could also go sleep, but I have the Pokemon Master's job never ends. I'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye. Okay, Gengar, you're up again. Sting recover, that's fine. Hypnosis lands, hooray! Damn, it is really not agreeing with the Pokeballs. I should check. So, let's say it was asleep and on 1 HP. Then, oh yeah, it's 5% instead of 4.6. Yeah, the HP difference really only does 0.4%, huh? It really don't mean dick. There we go. Lugia caught. A little bit of brute force wouldn't hurt anyone. Alright, Lugia number 249 has been added to the Pokédex. And now we're done with this dungeon. And Lugia was sent to Bill's PC. Alright, we are out of here. So, there is another legend of Johto. The legend of Horsey? See? Horsey? Yes. Thankfully, this next legend has a much smaller dungeon. Which means that we don't have to waste fucking forever to get there. But we can take this shortcut to leave. Or maybe, do I have an escape rope? Because even taking this path is just kind of lengthy. No. Yes. Hooray. Goodbye. Okay. So next, we gotta go to Ecruteak City. Let's heal our team. Just remembered as well, the Gengar has Pokerus. Did it spread it to anyone? Pokerus. He didn't get it. You had it already. Psyduck didn't get it. And you guys have already had it. Okay, so that's fine. Gengar still has it, so that's still handy. Although I'm going to be keeping it on the team for a bit here. Let's... Which PC box are we in? Useful. So let's deposit. We don't need Psyduck for this next area. I don't believe we need Paris either, so we'll keep Gengar for handiness. And let's withdraw Lugia. Well, let's take a look at it first. Yeah, that's a Lugia. Alright, let's withdraw that. And then we can change Barks into 251. Tom party ta-ta-tom. In you go, Lugia. Okay, and then in to useful. You know what? Just thought about it, and I've decided I'm not gonna withdraw. I was gonna withdraw the some of the other Pokemon of my team, but if we're basically just gonna be doing Hypnosis into Pokeball, then I don't think it's necessary. Especially whenever I just need to come back and then put the Pokemon that I have in the PC in the right place. So we've got some slots open, but that's fine. Honestly, Gengar is the main thing we need here. And maybe I can make this better. I can maybe give him the Quick Claw to make this a bit more doable. Because then he could maybe outspeed with his... Put that in there. Put that in there. This elixir that can go in. I have 3 nuggets? Why haven't I sold them? Another escape rope, we'll just take one out. What am I looking for? Quick Claw, Quick Claw, Quick Claw, Quick Claw. That might be on, yeah, it's probably on one of the shinies from the Little Cup team. I can't be fucked. But I am gonna give Espeon back its Miracle Seed, because that didn't really matter. And it won't matter, because we're going to use Gengar again. Gengar strat. Well, that's why we go for the weaker ones, so Gengar can get a free swap in. Ah, well, it doesn't matter. Let's go. The next area we need to go to is here. Oops. So we heard tell from Yusin that something had happened now that we have encountered and captured all 3 of the legendary beasts. So we've returned to the Tin Tower, because at the top of this tower stands tall a mighty Phoenix. I just spat everywhere. So let's ascend the tower. This is where we once caught Suicune. What? Where's the stairs? Oh. Oh shit. Okay. I guess I've never done this in Crystal before. But we've got one more little dungeon here. This one is thankfully very straightforward. It's just ascend the tower. And there's a couple of branching areas to get items, but it is not at all difficult. And there are no HMs needed at all. It is just these little jumpy panels. This one's a breeze, thankfully. I knew Lugia was going to be the big thing of the night of like, this is going to take a lot more time. I hope it doesn't take too much time. You know, other than catching the Pokemon themselves. Do I see daylight? I do see daylight. I always get a couple of these streams in the Pokemon Master Challenge where daylight starts to creep into my windows. Okay, so I do like to take the various paths to try and get all the items as well, so we will be doing that. Because it's not difficult, and resetting to the original point is not difficult either. Peep up! Peep up! Yeah, so this is like a reset point from an upper level. So we can just go this way. This looks like the same thing, a reset point. It is interesting as well though, the Pokemon here are very low level despite the fact that I had to get the Rainbow Wing to be able to like come in here. Escape rope, I knew there was going to give me one. Well. Yeah, another reset point, so that's fine. I'm pretty sure I mentioned it in the Bellsprout Tower, but I always thought that that swaying pillar in the middle was a Game Boy. And it was to be like, look, you're playing this on a Game Boy. Like, so we put a Game Boy inside your Game Boy to make it like, hey, Game Boy, Nintendo. It's kind of Game Boy shaped, but I understand now. It's a pillar. A pillar of wood. Okay, I am pretty sure that we came from the right. Yeah, and there was no other items, so this is next floor. I'm gonna go all the way right. I'm pretty sure this one, bottom right, takes us to that reset point. Okay, wait, we don't have a choice because we went for this rare candy. So that's fine. Ratita. Ratiti-tatiti-tatiti-ta. No, that's wrong. Nearly timed both of those sets of jumps perfectly to the song. There we go. Another max potion. So it seems like the area is sort of thinning out a little bit here. Must be nearing the summit. And then they introduced teleport points for some reason. I'm just gonna continue walking for now. Oh no, actually I think some of these teleport points are like better to take first because then it's a backtracking thing anyway. Yeah. They take you to items, and then you just go back and then continue the route that you were taking. Take the left one first. Get 2 items. 1 item here. A nugget! More money! Nothing here? No. Take this one, go right. More item. Max elixir. And there we go, now we just go back on the path we were on. Okay, and then I'm pretty sure... You know what, because I'm just being particularly lazy right now, I'm just gonna save here and check left to see if it's a reset. I'm pretty sure you do need to just go down. Yeah, so that needs to go up. Fuck it, it's not gonna be that long, is it? Rather than resetting the whole fucking game, let's just go. Yeah, that wasn't that bad. Okay, teleport points only, that's fine. There's no puzzle here. HP up, but I can't carry it. No! Surely I could give... Oops. Give Gengar something to hold on to. For dear life. X accuracy. Amulet coin. P-Pup. I'll give him the P-Pup. H-Pup. I had to store a bunch of items from my PC into Stadium 2 because I was out of space on my PC as well, so I can't wait till bag problems are not an issue anymore. Full restore. And then I believe this is the final staircase. Yes, it is. At the top of the tower is the Phoenix. Let's drop a save. And I'm gonna lead with Gengar, because I think the strat is just put to sleep, throw a ball. And ladies and gentlemen, Pokemon number 250. Ho-Oh. Ooh, that's a cool animation. Alright. Same strat, here we go! Oh fuck, it landed Fire Blast. And it actually gets a stab from that move because it's a fire flying. Lugia was only a psychic flying. It had water type moves, it's known as like the king of the sea or whatever the fuck, but it doesn't actually utilize like water in its typing. Alright, let's go for a bite and just see what kind of damage we're doing. Okay. Sunny Day to improve that Fire Blast. So Fire Blast, Sunny Day, probably recover as well. And probably Gust as well, like mirroring Lugia a bit. Oh, there's recover. Hooray. I'm starting to think I should have brought low-level things to use as bait, like I did against Lugia. But I wasn't thinking. And I've killed it. Well, that's not what we're here to do. Let's undo that, shall we? Time travel. Who would have thought it was possible? Probably should have seen with Gengar in the lead, but eh. Hey, don't Fire Blast me this time. Oh, we outsped? Nice, okay. Oh, we got 69 Pokeballs, nice! Are you gonna be nice, Ho-Oh, and go straight on the ball like a good Phoenix? No, you're bad. Bad Phoenix. Okay, sunny day. You were already murdering me with that Fire Blast anyway. It's a very sunny day. Which it has been lately. It's been actually pretty good weather here lately. Into Fire Blast.
Shit. Shit.
Piss and shit. Okay, I'm gonna put in, you know what, call me weird, I'm gonna put in Kendra and go for Ice Beam. Because it's a fire flying, so this will be neutralized, but it might freeze. And if it freezes, we just get to throw balls endlessly. You know what, this is actually genius. I'm a genius. This is the genius has expanded from my brain name. Also, let's change this to Ho-Oh. Okay, so Ho-Oh, and if Ho-Oh was frozen, it's the same as being asleep, but it's permanent. Let's freeze this bitch. Why did I not think of this? Oh yeah, I couldn't use it on Lugia because it's not a fire type. But it works on Ho-Oh. Freeze, bitch. This is better. This is better than using Gengar. Sorry, Gengar, you are super handy, but this is better. I get to do damage and put you freeze. Although it is sunny day, so I don't know if that matters, but freeze, bitch. 1 in 10 chance every time it lands. Didn't recover, so not a good time to use another one. I'm just gonna catch it. No big deal. Just throw a ball. Catch it. Catch it at the 0.1% or whatever. No, it would be more like 1% at this stage. Okay, that's fine. You're allowed to. I'm giving you permission to use recover. Hello. You have my blessing. Oh no, I can see the daylight in the camera. It's coming for me. The ramifications, ramifications of my actions of not going to bed are going to be hitting me. And then my friends will be like, oh, maybe we shouldn't be streaming for 3 hours at 3 AM. I'm like, shut up. You don't know my life. Shut up, people who care for me and care for my well-being. Recover. I'm wanting you to recover. I am begging you to recover. I want to freeze your ass. Come on. Behave yourself. Go in the ball and let me catch you. Oh, please. I can't not look at his name and just see like the O and then the hyphen and the other O as like a little face. Like it's really standing out to me right now. Why aren't you recovering? Oh, you bitch. Come on, man. Okay. I sort of like brain turned off for a minute and just didn't realize that it used recover, so now we can freeze it again, or try to. Please. No, that would have been perfect too. I don't think we can do another one. I think it'll KO. So we needed to use 2 recovers. Boy, it loves the sun. Please do something. Something of interest. Something that means I can do more than just throw one ball at a time. There we go. Now, unfortunately, I do need you to do one more of those. I think Ice Beam kills you now. Yes. Yes, and now I can get a couple of those off as long as he keeps recovering. But I could just freeze him and be done with it. You want to be frozen for Papa? Go on. Be a good bird and freeze. The Ice Beam is the shiny sparkle noise. Don't think I didn't notice. Uh-oh, that's a critical hit. Shit. Okay. But that's the strategy we have now, at least. We don't have to rely on Gengar exclusively. So I'm gonna actually lead with Kingdra and try this out again. It's just realizing that this is possible and the permanentness of freeze over sleep, like this is just the best. This is just the better plan. Also the fact that Gengar dies after one Fire Blast. I used about 5 on that last fight, so this is 7. So we're still not at odds of hitting Ice Beam freeze, but I'm getting the vibe I'm gonna go over odds on this 1 in 10 chance nonsense. I need you also to play a ball and actually recover. For once, I'm wanting you to recover, begging you to recover. Or, you know, the Pokeballs could just catch at 1%. I'm happy with that too. That's also a good alternative option. Damn, it's almost 6 AM. Oh no. I am meant to be a functioning adult. Unfortunately, I'm not. Recover, please. Recover, please. So I may go and sleepies. Wait. No. No! No, I don't want to be caught when I sing that song. And I caught it at 1% instead of fucking 5%. Oh, well, I got the Ho-Oh. Okay. Let's go to the Pokédex real quick and add a Ho-Oh on. And now, 250 out of 250. There we go. Okay. Trying to remember what I need to do. I'm going to Violet City. So there is some other small things I have neglected to do because it's a very, very minor thing, but you'll see in a moment. But yeah, we've got all 250 Pokemon now. I'm going to keep Ho on me for a moment. You'll see why. But let's quickly deposit some items because I'm out of space again. Firstly, these 3 X accuracies, what the hell are you doing here? Nuggets, I can sell those. Amulet coin, keep that. Escape ropes, keep that. Rare candy, in you go. Max potion, in you go. Max elixir, in you go. Hitch pop, in you go. Alright, let's go sell nuggets. I might actually, I think I keep one on me because, then it just means that I always have a slot taken up for nuggets specifically, and then they just get added to if she calls me again. I think that was my strategy, basically. I have a strategy for selling nuggets. Okay. I need more Pokeballs. I always need more Pokeballs. Where does that put me? 94. Nice. Right. Let's see. What do I need to do in this coming up area? I'm just gonna wing it. Here we go. Okay, so I need to go... First, I'm just going to drop a save. Just, hello, this is my trainer card. I'm just going to drop a save. I forgot how far away where I'm going is. Well, I've started, so I'm going to commit. We are almost done. This is like a small... how do you say, footnote in the evening? It will make sense. It will all make sense. Why are you there? Piece of hair. Get out of there, hair. No one wants you there. Is that fair? Okay. Give. Now let's see if I know where I'm going with this. Bear with me. Basically, we have unfinished business with the Ruins of Alph, and I just need to remember how to get there. I believe it's this way. Yes. Yes. This sounds correct. And then we go down this ladder. Zubat. Down this ladder, and then we go. It's a very weird thing, this, right? Because, yeah, man, I want to talk about it, but we're not there yet. But essentially, we have two more sort of secret areas. One of which we could have done a long time ago. I just didn't have the resources for it. And the other one of which, again, I technically didn't have the resources for it, but the resource was something very specific that isn't easily obtainable. So let's go. Let's just keep going, because I just need to get there to make it less vague. And also, I just don't want to reveal it before we get there, even though you probably know what it is, and I just want to get there first, okay? Okay, good stuff. I'm starting to think I need strength. I'm starting to think I need strength. If I have to go through this cave again, I will just buy repels. Right at the entrance. I always like to imagine that they're blocking the way. Well, this is definitely blocking the way. It's a fucking Onyx. Hello, I'm Onyx. How do you do? Goodbye. Okay, Ruins of Alph. And in we go. And I'm pretty sure that there is, yes, something on the wall here. Patterns. Yeah. Ho-Oh. You literally need a Ho-Oh with you to enter this room. I don't know if it has to be slot 1 or what, but there we go. Like, what kind of cruel joke? Like, you can't explore this one secret area until you get Ho-Oh. So I was sitting thinking to myself the entire challenge, like, I have to remember to go back to the Ruins of Alph and do this one room, otherwise I haven't done everything in this game. I had one room that I didn't do. We find a gold berry. A revival herb. A charcoal. Ooh, cool. And a mystery berry. And now I will save, because it'll be easier to backtrack through the cave the way I came, rather than what I'm about to do, which is jump down here to read the writing on the floor, and then have to go the whole way back. We humans must learn to walk in harmony with them. Oh shit, there's more. We depart for other sakes. What a bunch of weird shit. Like, the first people to have found those messages must have been like feeling like they discovered like the craziest secret of the game. Okay, so that's one of the 2 remaining areas we hadn't gone to. And the other one we could have done a lot sooner. But again, I didn't have the specific resource, which is now on my person. It's a water stone. You need a fucking water stone. And to get a water stone, like, you really don't get them until post-game, except for one trainer that if you add them to your phone, after they call you, they might give you a water stone. I did need strength. God fucking damn it. Okay, I have an idea. I have a great idea. I'm just gonna catch something. Like a Geodude. Something that can use strength. There we go. Please don't be a piece of shit. Go into the ball and deal with it. I knew you wouldn't just go quietly. What sense of freedom do you have, you little rock bitch? You have nothing! No! Stay in ball, be ball friend with my ball. Come on, man. Thank you. Very good. Okay, this guy better be able to learn fucking strength. I don't see why it wouldn't be. Hooray! I'm smart enough to have caught something and left a gap for something. I'm a genius. Oh, so genius. Okay. I need to think. I'm just gonna drop a save. I'm pretty sure I think it's safe to drop off this ledge, but I'm just being careful. Is it this one? No. I see, I was fucking right to be careful. Okay. And then we go left. There. Oh, what the hell? Oops. Water. Okay, so just having the water stone on your inventory does this? I thought, like, I had to press use on it. Okay, well, that's fine. Mystery berry. So yeah, you have to come back here with a water stone to be able to do this. So irrelevant. So unnecessary. A star piece. And a mystic water that I can't hold. Okay. I have a Geodude now that can hold something. Ratata. Ratata. I never took the PP up off of Gengar either. There we go, Mystic Water. So now we've just done everything that needs to be done there. We have unlocked all the runes of... Oh, I forgot to check the message. We've unlocked all the runes. They possess great insight and refuse the outside world. Cool. And like, those are all just completely flavor text. They do nothing for the unknown themselves. Nothing changes. Unknown tea! Pay no attention to what I'm doing. I have my reasons. Shit. Well, I've changed my mind. The tea is in fact not stored in my Pokeballs. Oh. A. Sports. It's in the sports, it's in the E, it's in the A. The E is in my A. Oh, I got the E. Markiplier E. Funny E meme. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's go to Azalea time. Alright. I am going to firstly deposit a whole bunch of items that I've suddenly acquired. So Mystic Water, that can go in. Stardust, that can go in. Mystic Berry can go in. Yarko can go in. Revive can go in. And I actually don't need these anymore. Amulet Coin, Lucky Egg, those can stay. Waterstone, that can go. Literally been sitting here just for this. Okay, and then we need to take those items off of Geodude and not Ho, Gengar. Okay. Oh, what box am I going into? Useful. Okay, so let's put Ho in here. We're almost there, guys. Almost done. And I meant to actually deposit those other items. Was what I was trying to do. Or actually, no, I need to keep the star piece because that's sellable. And in that, I should probably take out the other one that was also like a sellable, like Stardust, I think it was. I was just spamming the insert button. Yeah, it's just a sell item. Okay, there we go. Okay, now then, I'm gonna drop a quick save, and I'm going to briefly sit up. Sorry, Daisy. And I'm going to return to the trade center. I have one more thing to do before we finish. Which is, I have 2 Pokemon sitting in Pokemon Gold that I prepared after finishing the last trade. And I wanted to wait until we got Ho and Lugia to send them over. If you've been on my channel, you probably know where I'm going with this. I just wanted to get them into the one game I'm sending over my little prizes that I got for myself. Just like I did in Generation 1, we shiny hunted and we got ourselves a pair of shinies of Lugia and Ho-Oh from their respective original games. Just by luck it was from their original games instead of anything else. So let's see. Let's trade that over, and then that's why I caught an unknown there, and then Geodude was just a good excuse as well to catch one sort of without letting the mask slip, the mystery reveal itself. It's like, oh, I just need a Geodude with no strength, which I did, but I left it open for a reason. Yeah, I get to finally show these guys off on stream. I've been refusing to send them over because I didn't want them to interfere with the Pokédex itself. But here are my shinies that I got in Pokemon Silver and Pokemon Gold, respectively. Here comes Silver, the shiny Lugia. And these shiny hunts can be found on my YouTube channel. They are their own videos if you're curious to see how I found them, how I caught them. They were legitimately hunted with 2 copies, Gold and Silver, respectively. Okay, there we go, Lugia. And then we send this one over, and we send Unown. These are my trophies. I just wanted to get them in the right places, their right homes. Interesting, there is no Unown of that shape. Ooh, 6:15 AM? I guess I'm allowed to be tired now. And this is the one that took the most amount of time. This one was so over odds. Gold, the shiny Ho. It looks so good in Generation 2. Oh, and with the animation. Oh, mwah. Yeah, I just wanted to get those guys in Crystal, just so they were all in one place. I was gonna trade them over, like, during Stadium 2 for the next stream, but I figured, like, it'd be nice to see their sprites in-game at least before then. On the big screen. So let's have a quick little glance at them. Silver, the shiny Lugia, caught in Pokemon Silver version with its Aeroblast. And then Gold, the shiny Ho-Oh from Pokemon Gold with Secret Fire and its Sacred Ash. Super cool finds. Was very happy to have got those hunts completed. So again, let's just drop a little save. I can now turn Gold off properly. I mean, I did turn it off properly last time. But I also sneakily went to my PC. You had no idea, you fools. Anyway, let's put these guys in the PC, and then we can finally move on to a grand finale. Which is getting our diploma, right? Let's put these guys in the shiny box. Okay. Yeah, we gotta go get our diploma now. Because we are Pokemon Masters of Gen 2. We've caught every Pokemon that there is, and we didn't forget a single thing. Although, now that I'm in Azalea Town, didn't we come here and do something, like, many episodes ago? I feel like we're forgetting something. Oh well. Wait a minute! What did Kirk ever do with my Pokeball? Adam, this ball started to shake while I was checking it. There must be something to this. What? Ilex Forest is restless. What is going on? Adam, here's your GS ball back. Could you go see why Ilex Forest is so restless? I forgot all about this GS ball. I almost finished this entire series without ever resolving this. Wink. Okay, so something's going on in Ilex Forest. I wonder what it could be. I realize that I need cut, so I gotta go get Paris. Paris, to the very end, is still one of the most useful Pokemon that are on this entire game. So let's go to useful. And withdraw, and let's get our Paris, the world's most useful spore thing. And let's prepare ourselves, because who knows what's about to happen. But let's lead the party with Gengar. And into the forest we go. The forest is, as he says, restless. The trees actually have animation of wind swaying through them. And I'm pretty sure this is the only time this happens. There's a wild Weedle. Isn't that neat? I hope it's not afraid of the scary wind. Ooh. Ooh. Alright, what's going on here? I don't see anything out of the ordinary. This shrine's weird, isn't it? Like, it just sits here the entire game and never does anything. It'd be weird if now was the time that something happened. But let's see. Ilex Forest Shrine. It's in honor of the forest's protector. Oh, what is this? It's a hole. It looks like the GS ball would fit inside it. In my opinion, I think any Pokeball would fit inside it, but you do whatever you want, my guy. Yeah, put the GS ball there. I mean, it doesn't do anything. Or does it? Number 251. The mythical Pokemon Celebi. With thanks to the save transfer technology of transferring my saves from my cartridge to my 3DS to then get the event GS ball in the 3DS and then transfer my save back to the cartridge, I am doing this on official hardware. And it feels wrong while being so right. Thankfully it's only level 30, it's not going to give us much trouble compared to the other two. We can put it to sleep, and actually its catch rate is like piss easy. I caught my shiny Celebi whenever I did the hunt on Crystal Virtual Console many years ago, just by throwing Pokeballs at it without much else. So literally putting it to sleep and throwing a Pokeball is probably all we really need to do. I do have Nightshade if I want to weaken it though. I think it's got like the same catch rate as Mew, where it's like 45, so let me just check. We got a level 30 Celebi. It also woke up again. Oh, it used Safeguard, didn't it? So I can't put it to sleep again, so let's use Nightshade. Celebi. Celebi at level 30. If it was asleep, then it was a 10% chance of catching it full HP. But at 1 HP, 21.4. Okay, so HP actually matters for Celebi. So let's use another Nightshade. Although that heal bell probably means it's gonna recover HP all of a sudden. Safeguard Field, of course it did. Okay, so let's use a Pokeball. So let's see, what are we working with here? So if it's not asleep, a Pokeball at this percentage is around 6%. It's about the equivalent of what we were doing with Ho-Oh and Lugia while they were asleep. Wow, Celebi got the Omni Boost, really? Crazy. Oh, you little tease. I saw that text message of Safeguard faded. You're mine now. From going from 6% to about 10% while asleep. This is it. The final Pokemon is gonna be ours. it is. Celebi was caught. Revered as a guardian of the forest, Celebi appears wherever beautiful forests exist. Oh shit. Ooh, wasn't that something? Adam, that was fantastic, thanks. The legends about that shrine worked real after all. I feel inspired by what I just saw. It motivates me to make better balls. I'm going. Did I take my GS ball back? What does it say now? Nothing. But there we go. We have Celebi on the team. Mythical Pokemon. Not quite as hard to obtain as Mew, because it's actually legitimately obtainable. So thankfully, despite us being sort of similar tonight with like having to do catch-ups of like the Pokédex and getting some legendary Pokemon, and then getting a mythical, I didn't have to take 6 hours to do it, only 3 hours and 17 minutes. And I also didn't have to do a whole bunch of glitches. I did have to sort of prep this ahead of time with the GS ball, but I think it's more interesting that way. At least it's all still within the in-game mechanics and intended outcomes instead of manipulating code. Obviously, if I could do Mew better in Gen 1 explicitly, then I would, but there was no better way to have done that. But this is literally the best way to have done this. Is I got the GS ball from the 3DS version of the game using my save file, and then just put the save file back on like it's all the same shit. So there we go. Now our Pokédex is truly complete. 251 of 251. Let's go put everyone back to where they belong so Celebi can go in. I can't fly from here? Really? Right, okay. Then I'm out of here. The walking way. Okay, let's try that again. That's New Bark Town. It doesn't matter. Our adventure is over. There's only one thing left to do. Besides, like, tidy up our PC, but we're gonna do that. We need to go to Celadon City. Get everyone healed up. Is that you seen to the left there? I should tell him I caught mythical Pokemon Celebi. Marcus Hideout is in the basement of the game corner. Oh wait, that was 3 years ago. Oh, that's not Useem. I guess Useem must have left. Okay, so let's change box. Let's go to 251. And we can deposit Celebi in there. And then let's switch back to the useful box. Gengar, you served us very well today. And Paris, you were always needed, apparently. And let's get the rest of our team out. Explosion. Donphan. And Heracross. These guys are not done. They have some work to do in Pokemon Stadium 2. I have not done any of the round 2 stuff. It's gonna be quite a grind. But that is the next thing on our list, is to finish round 2 of Pokemon Stadium 2, get the final reward in that game, and then that is us done with the Generation 2 Master Challenge. Hopefully, that's only going to take one episode. It depends how difficult it's going to be. We'll see. Worst case scenario, I can always borrow Shadow from Pokemon Yellow, or I could maybe train up Lugia and Ho-Oh Silver and Gold to help me out if needed. But we'll see, we'll see. I want to try and do it with my entire team. But it just depends on how effective our team is. But yeah, that brings us to the end of the Pokemon Master Challenge in terms of collecting all the Pokemon. We're done. And for our efforts, we gotta go visit Game Freak. Which floor? Are they on the next floor? Yeah, here they are. Is that right? I'm the game designer. Filling up your Pokédex is tough, but don't give up. Wow, excellent, you completed your Pokédex. Congratulations. This certifies that you have completed the new Pokédex. Congratulations. And there we go. The graphic artist will print out a diploma for you. You should go show it off. Cool. I'm the programmer. I play the slot machines. That's a bad thing to say. Aren't the twins adorable? Jasmine's pretty too. Oh, I love them. I'm the graphic artist. Oh, you complete your Pokédex. Want me to print out your diploma? And this is our diploma. Take a screenshot. But legitimately, well, I'll save when I get to a Pokemon Center so I can actually do more Stadium 2 stuff. But everyone, that is it for the Pokemon Master Challenge Generation 2 Catch 'em All portion. One more stream left, as long as everything goes well in round 2 of Stadium 2. We are done with Pokemon Crystal. Thank you so much for watching, my friends. It's been another long one. It's been another great series. I've really enjoyed playing Crystal. And we'll talk more about like thoughts, feelings, everything when we finish the Master Challenge Generation 2 edition in the next stream. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all again next time. Goodbye. Good night, good evening, goodbye, good morning. It's morning. It's very morning. I gotta go to bed. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Bye. Where's my mouse? There it is.